And good morning. Welcome to Good Day LA. It is 8 o'clock on this Wednesday, July the 15th. Thanks for being with us.
Yes. Let's go over to Maria for a check on this heat. This is the hottest day of the wave, right?
It is the heat wave, which has been here with us all week this week. Even last week, we talked about how hot temperatures were going to be. Well, today, it's all coming to a head. Today will be the peak of the heat, and it will be the hottest of all the days so far. We don't have too much in the way of cloud cover, so that is also helping us to heat up quickly today. We don't have the clouds to kind of filter out the sunshine a little bit. So we are seeing plenty of sunshine in Burbank, 75 degrees already, 71 in Santa Ana. Looking at San Bernardino, nearly 80 degrees, 85 in Palmdale. Still not too bad in San Credo with that 68, but it will get hot quicker as we get into the latter part of this morning into the afternoon. 95 in Palm Springs. We do have those excessive and extreme heat warnings still in effect through at least tomorrow. I'll go over them just a bit, but 112 is what we're expecting in the Coachella Valley, in the low desert like Palm Springs. And there's instability still. The mountains and the deserts, particularly in that 10 to 20% chance for some thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms up in the mountains. If you're headed for a hike, be mindful of the changing weather and what could be occurring in terms of those storms. 96 for downtown LA today, much hotter than yesterday. 110 in the valleys and the Inland Empire to around 83 along the coast, which is also where we are seeing that heat advisory as well as the beach hazard statement. I'll go over all those weather alerts, tell you when it will finally cool down a little bit in my extended outlook. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you too.
All right, Maria, thank you. Temperatures across Southern California expected to peak today, as Maria just said.
Yeah, Mario was jumping in a pool there in Glendale. People looking for relief from all this heat today.
You're all dried up already.
Yeah, that's right. We took a little break. The pool has kind of cleared out. They're welcoming open swim again at 12 o'clock. So they opened at 6 o'clock this morning. You can see that one woman there. She's getting her water aerobics in. They really do a great job at keeping this pool ready to go. 84 degrees. And Nick up there, he's one of the lifeguards. Howard Wells, pan over to Nick. Give us a wave, Nick. Yeah, he says he's going to be out here all day. They take breaks. He jumped in the water a little earlier. They have cooling packs that they can request. They also have a cool room that they can jump in. It's definitely going to be hot. Take a look. I want to show you some of the temperatures here across Southern California. We're talking about 110 degrees in Woodland Hills and other locations like San Bernardino and Pasadena, not far behind. So it's really going to start rising here now that the sun is up. So I'm going to see if I can grab one of these coaches here to see what they're doing to keep. Hey, Coach, do you mind if I ask? It's going to be hot today. What do you do with the kids here?
Well, we're going to have a dry land day today, but we're also going to come when they get too hot, we'll come and throw them in the pool.
Any advice for people to beat this heat? I know we've got a pool here. They can
Drink a lot of water. Sunscreen is important. Stay in the shade. As we used to with lifeguards, we have our canopies up. Stay in the shade, the most important thing.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Coach. We'll let you get back to work. So, Bob and Jen, should I take a dive in?
Yes.
I say let's
go.
Always yes.
The lanes are all open.
Always yes.
Okay.
All right, let me make my way over.
We're going to be watching
Nick's
your form
watching me,
here.
so if anything happens.
This is very exciting.
I'm going to jump
Very
in,
exciting.
Nick. All right, he gave me the thumbs up.
Okay, great. You got the
make
green
sure he's
light.
watching. He's like,
You guys.
I'm going. Oh, there he goes.
Woo, all right.
All right, I've got nothing in my pockets.
Okay.
Let's
Drop
go.
the
No
microphone
electronics,
first.
nothing.
Yeah, let me. I'm giving Howard a heart attack here. Let me drop them.
This is
All
very
right, let's see
exciting.
this.
Okay. Let's see what kind of form he's got. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice.
Yeah, could have been like
Wow.
a more direct.
What do you want to get in there? Do you want to get in there?
I don't claim
See
to
what
be.
you got?
I don't claim. But
And look at the form too.
got the-
Was Mario a swimmer?
I mean, he's doing okay.
He's a tremendous athlete.
He's doing okay.
Actually.
That does look nice and refreshing. Nice
Sure
and-
does.
Yes.
Yeah. Woo! Awesome job.
He's on his way
Awesome
back.
job. Yeah, I took swim lessons when I was like maybe in grade school. I can swim to save my life, but nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
He's got the technique.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I can swim, obviously. I mean, in the Navy, but we had to take all these different swim tests, and I found them to be pretty hard.
I look more like I'm doing a cannonball when I'm diving. Hey, well, that leads us to our poll question of the day. What do you do to beat the heat? And most people are saying right now you just chill at home. Hopefully you got the AC going. I know people who live near the coast do not. A lot of people do not have. Tangi from
Hi, Tangi.
Inglewood says, I stay at home indoors with the AC on blast.
I like it cold.
That is
I like
right.
it cold too. Tara from Beaumont saying beach vibes for sure. Ooh, you make the drive out from Beaumont there. Wish I could be at the beach every day. P.S. Where can I get Maria's super cute pink summer dress?
Maria.
Oh, thank you so much, Tara.
She wants to know where your super cute pink summer dress is from.
It's an old one. I don't
An
know.
oldie but a goodie.
Okay.
Check the
We'll
tag
figure it
and
out,
we'll get
Tara.
back to you.
Thanks so much. Also new this morning, a dangerous encounter overnight in the San Fernando Valley. Police saying that a driver tried smashing into a patrol car intentionally.
It led to a chase that came to a crashing end in Pacoima. Gigi Graciette is live there with the story. Gigi.
It started out in a dangerous fashion, and it ended exactly the way it started, and at the same spot, too. Good morning, everyone from Pacoima. We're at the 7-Eleven on the corner of Paxton and Laurel Canyon, and this is where it all started, and you can see this is where it all ended. Let's take you back, though. Check out this video from Citizen App. LAPD says a patrol car was driving through the intersection at Paxton and Laurel Canyon around 2 a.m. They had a green light, but a driver blew through the red light. And police say intentionally tried to hit that patrol car over and over again. That's right. It didn't happen once. It happened multiple times. Those officers finally managing to get behind the suspect, and the pursuit was on through city streets, on and off the 5 freeway, and ultimately ending back here where it started. The driver losing control, crashing right through the cinder block wall into the parking lot of the little strip mall here, leaving behind a trail of damage. That driver, he's being booked right now on assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer. He's believed to be anywhere between 20 and 30. We're awaiting his information. Police say there was no apparent DUI connected to him. The car wasn't stolen. He lives in the area, no weapons, and nothing unusual in his background other than a small rap sheet. So it left them wondering why. Why did he do this? Thankfully, no officers were hurt. Bringing it back here live, there was a passenger in his car. That guy was detained for questioning, later released. A suspect was taken to a hospital to be checked out for any possible injuries. But again, he's at LAPD Mission Station right now. He's being booked on those very serious felony charges. And the story just highlights the dangers that police officers face being on the streets of Los Angeles. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
This is true. All right, Gigi, thank you. All right, so turn now to the World Cup. We now know one of the 2 teams at least headed to the World Cup finals.
Sandra joining us here with more on this, and then this match that's getting underway in 4 hours.
That's right. This one's going to be exciting, but let's talk about yesterday because, wow, what a show. The way Spain shut down France is what everyone is talking about, with class and discipline, displaying their possession-style play, which was so impressive, with patience, and then attacking while capitalizing on mistakes.
The return, Pedro Porro!
The lung capacity of these announcers, right? It's so impressive. Spain got an early goal from a penalty kick after 19-year-old sensation Lamine Yamal drew a foul in the box, and the team never looked back, winning 2-0. Hats off to their rock-solid defense. Of course, Spain has only given up 1 goal in the entire World Cup. Now, they'll play the winner of today's match between England and Argentina, so here's how that sets up. England is hoping to end their 60-year drought for both the World Cup and any other major trophy in this case. Of course, on the flip side, Lionel Messi and Argentina want to repeat as World Cup champions. Well, Messi will be at the center of the attack for Argentina, of course. England's top goal scorer, Harry Kane, and Jude Bellingham are the heartbeat of that team, and they carry the 3 Lions to get to this point. And both teams admit this is a heated rivalry.
It's 2 big football nations. We expect tomorrow an intense match. We expect an emotional match. I expect a match with a lot of momentum swings, and everything else would surprise me.
We're prepared. We're doing well. We're very excited. It's the World Cup semifinals. This is a dream that is still intact. And of course, we are incredibly grateful to all the players that have brought us again to a World Cup semifinal.
Now, if you watched yesterday's match, obviously it was methodical, tactical, technical. I think this one's all going to be emotion. And the rivalry between Argentina and England is one of soccer's most heated, as you saw there. It's fueled by politics and World Cup drama from the past. You saw a picture right there, 1986. Diego Maradona, one of the legends, the icons of this game, scored his infamous Hand of God goal, punching the ball into the back of the net, undetected. This was before VAR and obviously all the technical stuff that refs are resorting to now. So then after that, he scored the goal of the century. So Argentina won that match, and decades later, the blood still runs deep. So
to the point where at Atlanta Stadium, we just found out about this, that each fan has their own, and each team has their own entrance. Like the fans, they don't want them coming in all
mix
together.
them up, right?
And the bars in Atlanta.
They're like, is this an Argentinian group or is this an England
Show
group?
your colors at the door.
Right?
Yeah.
Gosh.
We were talking yesterday how it's funny how the commentators have even become kind of famous when we were out at Los Angeles Stadium and everybody's asking for Zlatan. But I think they're also talking about how like a lot of people are watching Spanish language because they like the way that they're calling the game. They do it a little differently.
It's kind of like a running joke. Like as the language gets faster, you know that something's going to happen.
Even if you don't understand it, you like the passion, right?
But with that said, to your point, you're saying the lung capacity that they have. I think that the American commentators, the play-by-play, are doing a really good job.
They're doing great. Yes. And the viewership is amazing around this whole World Cup. I do think it's going to be a very tight game, very emotional game for this match between England and Argentina. I predict it's going to be decided in PKs.
Ooh,
Just
okay.
Saying. Just saying.
Oh, right.
All right.
Makes me sweat.
I know. Your hands are sweaty already.
Especially knowing the backstory now. You're invested.
And of course, you can watch Argentina and England right here on Fox 11 at noon.
All right, Stu, who you got?
Argentina. Definitely Argentina. Argentina. Yep, Argentina.
Okay.
You know, they got that cool accent. That's what's drawing me in. Skybox traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. Before I throw out the traffic information, did you guys know it's National Hot Dog Day? It is. I haven't heard anybody mention it, but it is actually National Hot Dog Day. Let's talk about some traffic, not hot dog. 405 freeway, look at that. This is in the valley. Where could this possibly be? Don't get too excited. I know I did when I first saw it, but believe me, southbound coming away from the 118, it's going to be that usual tough drive. Take a look at that. You're already hitting the brakes right there just past Nordhoff, and it stays really slow to go as you make your way over that Sepulveda Pass. No crashes, just really high volume. It's a busy Wednesday. Northbound, it's got a little bit of slowing today. Don't know what's going on there, but give yourself a little extra time on that northbound as well. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots.
Hi, I'm Adrian with My Home Sold, and we want to buy your house. We buy any house in any condition. No commissions, no closing costs, and no repairs. Go to myhomesold.com for a free same-day cash offer. That's myhomesold.com.
Sky Fox traffic.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quilbon. I want to make sure you have the heat wave checklist here. Today will be the hottest of all the days we've had leading up to today, this heat wave. Make sure you drink a lot of water. We really do underestimate the power of this heat, and you really can dehydrate so quickly. Make sure you check on the elderly, especially the elderly. They just forget to drink the water that they're supposed to do, as well as the kids. Take numerous breaks from the sun. If you have to work under these weather conditions, make sure you do that, and also wear the appropriate clothing, lightweight, light colored clothing, wear a hat. Get into some air conditioning though, that'll be your best bet. And please don't forget about our pets, our special four-legged friends. Make sure they are indoors in air conditioning, or at least have some shade, and lots of water. High pressure is in control of our weather. It has been there across the desert Southwest. Little subtle changes in its position, but basically it's been over the four corners. It's going to stay there through the extended outlook. We're still tapping into that subtropical moisture. Not quite as stormy as the last couple of days, or not too much in the way of the mid and high cloud cover for us today. However, we still have the humidity, and we still have some instability over the mountains and deserts. But we do have widespread extreme heat warnings. You can see all the areas shaded in this pink purple color. That means dangerous heat risk. The heat risk is extremely high. If you're outside for just any length of time, that can put a lot of stress on our bodies, with these temperatures expected to be in the hundreds, 110s, especially inland. So you really do want to take it seriously, get inside in some air conditioning. Even at the beach, there is a heat advisory with temperatures nearing 90, but will be in the 80s. A lot of people don't have air conditioning at the coast, so make sure you find a cooling center, or get inside a mall, go to a movie theater, a library, and really stay heat safe. 114 expected in Indio today, 86 in Inglewood. Just a quick look at our trend here, because there is a cool down. Woodland Hills particularly hot today, 110, down to 104 tomorrow, which is still extremely high. Then down to the 90s, as you can see, Friday into the upcoming weekend into next week. So hang in there, stay heat safe, like I said. Back to you.
A little bit of relief there, Maria. Thank you.
President Trump is pushing back after ICE ordered officers to temporarily pause most vehicle stops during immigration enforcement operations. The president wrote on social media early this morning, saying in part, quote, "We cannot give up one of ICE's most important and effective crime-fighting tools, the traffic stop," unquote. The policy change comes after two deadly ICE-involved shootings in less than a week, one in Texas and one in Maine. Sources say the break will be used to give agents additional training. The Department of Homeland Security also announcing ICE's arrest teams will have at least one officer equipped with a body-worn camera from this point forward.
All right, another big story that couldn't impact us all here. The twice-a-year time change could soon be a thing of the past.
Wow, Brooke is here to explain.
Here we go again and again and again, right?
Yeah.
The U.S. House of Representatives just passed a bill to make daylight saving time permanent. The Sunshine Protection Act does still face a pretty uphill battle in the Senate, to say the least. But look, go with me here, okay? Let's say it passes. That would mean more daylight in the evening and darker mornings, significantly in the winter, permanently. So basically just like it is now during the summer, daylight saving time, but all year round. Currently, states are only allowed to adopt permanent standard time, not permanent DST. The bill passed by a 308 to 117 vote, so not strictly down party lines. It's interesting because Congress is pretty much all over the place with this. 22 Republicans opposed it, even with President Trump putting out a statement encouraging support.
In practice, this change would mean more time for people to exercise outside, visit family, attend concerts, sporting events, attract customers, the retail business, and more.
We all enjoy the extra hour or so of sunlight in the summer. But when people are considering this, they need to consider the extra hours of darkness in the winter.
Yeah, look, there have been previous attempts to end the clock change here in California. You might remember voters approved Proposition 7 back in 2018. And as the LA Times reports, that was supposed to give the legislature the authority to impose year-round daylight saving time if the federal government gave the okay. You might also have noticed there has been no real movement or change on that since.
I have no benefit from it at all other than just aggravation from changing clocks constantly. It is just readjusting my internal clock.
I don't see any point of it. I feel more safe when it's light, so I'll have more light over the darkness.
I hate changing the time. Just leave it one way or the other.
Okay, some states are already sitting on go, ready for this to happen. 19 states already have what you could call trigger laws on the books right now. They are proactively waiting for the federal government to say, yes, lock in daylight saving time. I actually looked at data from the National Conference of State Legislatures because this is interesting. There have been some 800 bills or resolutions throughout the country in recent years hoping to lock in daylight saving time as soon as federal law allows for it. That's so 800.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating. It's a big topic.
We tried this before back in what, 1973?
It was 1974, in January of 1974.
Yeah.
And do you remember how long it lasted?
Months, right?
10 months.
Yeah,
Yes, before
not
Congress
even a year.
stepped back in. Everybody hated it.
Yeah.
Essentially, it was interesting. I was reading an old article from around that time because I wasn't there, okay? I'm still very young.
Very new to this life.
In my 40s. I'm not young at all, okay? But there were people complaining about this. People in New York were saying they were using flashlights on the subway in the morning. They were really, really frustrated by how dark it was in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
There was a big complaint, yeah.
Car accidents went up.
Living in New York, it gets dark, and you go into the subway, it's fine. That's fine. So if it becomes law, goes to the Senate, then the president signed it, does everybody have to do this because it's federal law? Is it mandatory for everyone?
No, it's not. So that's super interesting. So the point of this bill is to make the clock change stop happening. So states are able to opt out of this. Couple issues there. In order to opt out of this, you have to agree to permanently adopt standard time. So you would never go to daylight saving time. You would stick with what we have in the winter, and you have to get a law on your state books before the federal law goes into effect. So there's still time, but basically if California decides we want to stay in standard time, they would have to get a law, voters approve it on the books before the federal government signs this into law.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
I know,
confused.
it's like super confusing.
Yeah,
but then
it's so confusing.
The point would be that whatever states decide to lock into, that's where they stay. What they couldn't do is continue what we do now. Go back to, springing forward in the spring and, whatever. They couldn't do that.
Trust my world clock on my phone to tell me what time it is.
Sometimes I'm like, you know what? My kitchen clocks, they will come back around.
Yep.
I just leave
Not touching those.
This just seems crazy.
I don't even know how.
Like Ohio could be different and Illinois could be different.
Yes, and do you know who's really upset about that? The airlines. They're worried about how it would affect their scheduling if all the...
My brand new Hyundai Santa
Or Pokemon cards. Get lost, Labubu's. There's a new, surprisingly smooth collectible taking over the playground and the grocery store aisle. Sort of.
What?
Sort of. I'm talking about the Butter Squishy.
What is this?
Take a look. This is on Amazon. You can tell how popular these toys have become. There are hundreds now of different items listed in all shapes, sizes, and colors. These food-themed sensory toys look exactly like sticks of salted butter.
It's dangerous.
Don't put that in the fridge. Toy experts say the craze kicked off after the popular Neato toys started selling out nationwide. You cannot find Neatos anywhere.
I don't even know what Neato is.
This is what Sandra was
now we
talking
have one.
about. Neatos.
We have one. I don't know how we got one. We don't have a plug, I can tell you that. But then it's Needoh.
So this.
Oh, I see.
Wait,
Yeah.
these
It's like
are
a
for
cube.
like to temper your anxiety. Is this what this is?
Yes. So you squish it and then it retains its original form. They freeze them sometimes for ASMR videos. You know, like the ASMR.
Oh yeah.
And, and then they leave the store shelves empty. Toys makers say it's just the beginning, and this, you know, these squishies are everywhere now.
I think I need
Don't eat them. Don't even try it. No.
What do you think?
What's your expression?
Oh, we're
The morning show
in Southern Cal.
What do you think makes a good morning show? Fun.
We don't take ourselves too seriously.
Organic.
Organic.
We don't hop on trends 3 weeks too late.
You got the Neato.
We're not.
I got the Nito, but I didn't go buy it. It was given to us somehow. I don't know how. I actually think somebody gave it to Jared.
If somebody could please make a Bad Bunny Nito and just call it Bun Nito, I would really be appreciative. Thank you.
We have Amanda. I mean, this makes
By
us
the
so
way,
unique.
the mini Trader Joe's bags come out today.
No,
You know what? Somebody investigate. I think you work for Trader Joe's.
It just comes across my feed. I don't even know why.
What feed? What your
My
social media
algorithm.
feed?
Oh, because we talk
algorithm.
about it all the time, and now it'll be on ours.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the mini one that has a bag in it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I love that one.
Those do slap.
I have that.
I do.
Yeah, I have that.
I bring
Because
it to
it has a bigger bag inside the mini
That's right.
bag.
And I have used mine many times. I have gone to the store. I'm like, oh, I have my mini
utilitarian.
bag.
Did she just say she's used hers many times? That was good. Even if you didn't mean to do that. I get compliments everywhere I go with the mini one because it fits your ID.
Oh.
You go to the bar or something.
Very cute.
Okay, that's good.
Or the club.
Yeah.
For the holidays, hanging on a tree.
I haven't been to a club in forever, but
That's
okay.
Bob's tree. Bob will have that tree.
Bobby, when was the last time you went to a nightclub? A nightclub. Do you know?
A nightclub? A discoteca?
A discoteca.
Biblioteca.
Okay, I'm walking over to the green screen. You three carry on. I will talk about the heat wave. You have to cut their mics because, you know, they'll be talking. Oh, no, they're actually not talking. They're reading stuff. Headlines. Here we go. Dangerous heat wave continues. I don't have to tell you. If you were out and about yesterday, you know how hot it got. Well, guess what? Today it's going to be even hotter. So we do have these heat warnings, extreme heat warnings continuing today with temperatures in the triple digits for our inland valleys all the way to the low desert, possibly getting up to 114. We also have a beach hazard statement at the coast. So a lot of you have been wanting to go to the beach to cool off. The water temperature is really refreshing, but we do have stronger rip currents in the water. That, by the way, mixed with some high tide, will give us more coastal flooding, minor coastal flooding later tonight. 110 the temperature in Woodland Hills today, 101 in Corona, 87 in Santa Ana. Look at Long Beach, 90 degrees. You factor in a little bit of that humidity, and that heat index will show you that it's going to feel warmer than that. 112 in Palm Springs. And why is it so uncomfortable? It feels like, right, we talk about the humidity, but at night when we're supposed to recover from the heat, we really don't, and it stays pretty hot. This is at 12 a.m. tomorrow morning. 72 in Woodland Hills, still nearly 80 in San Bernardino. So that's why it's dangerous. This causes a lot of stress on our bodies. So this is why we want you to take the necessary precautions today. Make sure you hydrate, drink a lot of water, and also know the symptoms. Know the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. If you see someone complaining of being dizzy, they have excessive sweating, they have cool, pale, clammy skin, that's when someone's more than likely suffering from heat exhaustion. You want to bring them inside in some air conditioning, give them water, cold compresses that will help bring their body temperature down. But if you see someone with no sweating, red hot, dry skin, and a rapid, strong pulse, that means that person may be going into heat stroke status, so you want to call 911 and make sure you get emergency attention with that person because that can be fatal. Heat stroke. 110 today in Woodland Hills. There's the slight cool down tomorrow, but you're really going to notice, I think, Friday into the upcoming weekend, at least it will be a little less hot in those low 90s. All right, I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Maria, thank you. So, one of the Southland's most iconic cultural traditions is back in Laguna Beach for the rest of the summertime.
And you know who else is back? It's Coco. She's at the pageant of the Masters. Uh-oh, here comes the transformation.
Hey there, that's right. Here comes the transformation. The best part of Pageant of the Masters is really seeing all of these art pieces come to life. I mean, it's just so exciting. Love all the volunteers. They have more than 500 volunteers that help put this show on every single night. And you know Michelle, if you know Pageant of the Masters. We love Michelle. You're the head of the makeup department. And if you can talk about what you're transforming me into.
So today we have you in a Monet piece, and you're going to be this girl right here.
I'm excited.
And we're getting you started with makeup.
All right, which is always a fun part. And so you really have essentially your whole family part of this outside of your daughter for this year only. But if you can talk about what it means to you to be part of this every single year.
So my kids are both in the show. My daughter grew up in the show as well. This is her first year not in it because she's going away to school. But both of my parents are involved. My mom is one of my makeup volunteers, and my dad is doing a live action part this year. And my son is in a Norman Rockwell piece.
Oh my goodness.
And my husband is in the Last Supper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, you've been, of course, leading the makeup department. Talk about how people can be part of this. Everyone is doing such a great job on there.
So I train everybody that comes in, no experience required. You can come in if it's something that you're interested in, do a quick training session, and kind of learn on the job as we go throughout the summer.
And it looks incredible. I want to introduce you now to one of the volunteers. This is Peter. Peter, this is your first year doing this. So if you can talk about what inspired you to join it.
That's right. I'm a local artist, Peter Pillsbury, and this is my first year ever volunteering. And I just, as a creative my whole life, always wondered what it would be like to actually step into a painting and see it from the other side.
Yes. And how's it going so far?
It's amazing. I've learned a ton. It's actually made my art better. Sorry, but it's just been amazing. I feel like it's been quite a life-changing experience, actually.
Oh, I like that for you. So you're hooked. So we'll see you again here next year for sure. And you know what's so cool about this show? Like Peter was saying, he learned a lot because they added a live action portion to it for the first time. So you're able to actually hear from the artists and learn more about them. I think that's really cool. I also have to introduce you to Nicole and her daughter, Nora. I just think that's so cool. A mother-daughter duo here, both your second year. Talk about what you like about being part of this.
Well, I love it because you're just one person that's part of a bigger team, and every night that we're here, we paint the faces, they go on the stage, and then you watch it from the audience, and it's just magical. Even though we're back here and you see it when you go outside, I still cannot believe that those are the people that we painted downstairs. It's just awesome.
It is awesome. And what does it mean to you to be able to work with your daughter every night too?
I love it because it's it's a family experience that we're going to remember forever. And I'm hooked too, just like he said. I mean, I am. I'll be coming back every year, and it's so great. I didn't even know what I was doing. You know, they taught us how to do this, and I do makeup, and I just love it. Everybody's so great. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you're doing a great job with Nora's makeup, and that's really the cool part. Everyone loves what they're doing, and I think that's what makes the show so incredible every single year. So if you want to be part of the show, see the show, it opens at 8:30 every night, but doors open before 8:30, so you're going to want to get here early, especially because you're going to want to experience the Festival of Arts Fine Art Show that happens as well every single day with all the incredible artists. So again, come and support this amazing endeavor that has been going on for decades. It is a staple, an iconic show, and I'm excited to be transformed. I'll see you back to you.
I want to see the finished product.
The finished product. And also the dedication from all the volunteers there. Most of them are just volunteers.
Year after year.
Which is so crazy. The amount of time that they have to come day after day, week after week after week.
You see a lot of families out there too, which is pretty cool.
Experience.
Coco, is Reagan there?
Is Reagan here? I haven't seen Reagan. No.
Is Tori there?
She's not.
Okay, well.
You know Tori's here.
Oh,
no, shout out to Tori every single time.
Yeah, we love Tori. Yeah, Tori, friend of the show. Okay, well, if Reagan comes, she's an alumni of mine. It was there last year. Tell Reagan I said hello. You know, that's what I like about Long Beach. You're close to Orange County. You're close to LA. You're kind of like the cream of the Oreo. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good morning, Long Beach. Good morning. Everywhere else is watching us this morning. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. 250 years of America gave us red, white, and blue. And almost 50 years of DC Comics is giving us red, white, and blue Beetle.
Threat approaching. Engaging host protection. Threat eliminated.
Listen, guys, in a world full of Batmans and Supermans, don't sleep on my Blue Beetle. I love the Blue Beetle. He's joining our favorite red and blue superhero, a.k.a. Man of Steel, for the sequel, Man of Tomorrow. It's going to be directed by James Gunn. It's the first time we're seeing Xolo Maridueña, a.k.a. Jamie Reyes, a.k.a. Blue Beetle, since his 2023 solo movie, Man of Tomorrow, flies onto our screens on July 9th next year, 2027. George Lopez in the mix. I mean, it was funny.
Not all the DC movies were successful, we have to say, but the Blue Beetle was a good one, I have to say.
Yes.
I really liked Blue Beetle.
It had a lot of heart. David, our stage manager.
Blue Beetle was great.
Love it. Blue Beetle, so good. So I am ready for it. Because, you know, when there comes a superhero movie, you always wonder, well, what other superheroes will be in the mix of that movie? And we know Blue Beetle's canon.
It's canon.
That's right.
Is canon?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know. In the superhero, I'll get into it in the commercial break when something's canon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that an adjective?
Yeah.
Is that a new word?
Yeah, like they're a mainstay.
Word?
They're a mainstay. They're part of the fabric.
Is that a Gen Z thing?
No, it's a superhero thing.
Okay.
Canon.
He's not chopped.
It's not chopped. Good job. Well, where there's a will, there's a way to laugh. Actor and SNL legend Will Ferrell caught up with fellow SNL legend Amy Poehler on her podcast, and they shared what they're watching or what they're not watching. But no matter what, no matter who, no matter where, you can't escape the World Cup.
Right now, I'm watching all the World Cup.
Okay.
I'm really into it's very exciting. We went to one of the games out in LA.
Okay.
And it
so
was
fun.
Electric.
I also love when like the best players play great.
Yeah.
It's like Messi is just playing so great.
Mbappe. That's just fun to say.
Yeah.
Mbappe.
Mbappe. The M is not silent.
It's not silent. No, you lean into it. Mbappe. Mbappe. Luxuriate in the M.
So this conversation started because Amy asked Will, what are you watching right now? He's there promoting The Hawk, which is on Netflix coming out this week. And he goes, I got to tell you, Amy, nothing. He was really saying he had no shows. It's a very lonely place to be when you have nothing to come home to watch. So he said nothing. And then he immediately remembered, well, wait, I'm watching the World Cup.
Right.
When there's
That's kind of how I feel about the World Cup, like when it's all coming to an end. It's like we've had so much fun just watching all of these games. And now it's going to end.
I know. So I'm going to ask you now.
Go Dodgers.
Yeah,
right. Then we got the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for now to take it all? Who are you rooting for to take the cup?
I
It's
know
going to be
this
England.
is- See, I know I'm probably in the minority, but I think I want Argentina.
You think you're in the
'Cause I'm
minority?
Messi.
Oh, right.
I think because they won it last year, maybe.
So people want to see somebody else get it. Okay.
I like all the names though. coming
Also,
out
let's
of-
not forget the hand of God, okay? 1986.
Okay.
I know this now.
Shaq,
I didn't know this before
Don't
today.
forget the hand of God.
Samana.
The hand of God. 1986. Got it, Jen. Thank you. Thank you for that. We've got you covered traffic-wise. Good Daily Traffic, sponsored by law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. Call jacob.com. We do have this crash in the Gardena area. Just a heads up, northbound side of the 405, right there at the 110. Solo vehicle collision, and there are injuries. LA County Fire is headed to the scene, and the delays have you backed up for at least a couple miles, so make sure you plan accordingly for that. And in Rubidoux, eastbound 60 at Main Street, 3 vehicles collided here. Getting word that they are making their way out of the roadway, but you can see here traffic is really slow to recover. We've got you covered with the real-time traffic. Give yourself a tough 49 minutes leaving downtown to get to Santa Monica, northbound 110 from the 405, about 31 minutes. And a live Caltrans camera, this roadway, it's flowing. The 215 at Nuevo Road through Paris. Looking good at this hour. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
So I do hot yoga every day. After the accident, my lower back was so stiff I couldn't move, and I called Jacob. They treated me like a king. I did not have to deal with anything. If you're in an accident, call Jacob. Call Jacob.
This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. A look outside our Santa Monica camera. It is going to be a hot one, even there on the sand. Speaking of hot, we will all be watching right today. We're actually going to be hotter than Atlanta. We always refer to Atlanta as being hot, but it will be warm today. 85 degrees, that semifinal game between England and Argentina, and then it will heat up as we get into the rest of the extended outlook. For us, we've got an area of high pressure bringing us hotter temperatures today than the last several days. So be ready for that. We do have these heat warnings, extreme heat warnings in effect for a large part of SoCal. Heat advisory even along the coast for really some dangerous heat. A prolonged period of time, we have had these well above average temperatures. We also have a beach hazard statement along the coast. So a lot of people are going to be going to the beach to get some relief from the heat inland. Just remember, those rip currents are there, moderate to high risk. 78 to 82 on the sand with those surf heights around 2 to 5 feet from LA into Ventura County beaches. 96 today for downtown LA. A little cooler tomorrow, but I think you'll notice more by Friday into the upcoming weekend. We'll still have that humidity, so it'll still feel warmer than the thermometer will read. However, it won't be quite as hot. So that's the good news. 110 in the valleys in the IE to the 90s as we get to Friday into the upcoming weekend. The mountains 84 degrees with that chance for some thunderstorms, just a 20%. And it looks like we will continue to see that humidity and instability, especially up over the mountains and deserts through the extended outlook. The low desert, 112 in Palm Springs, even there, a slight cool down to 105 on Friday.
I feel like I might have known already.
All right, thank you, Maria. So summer brings triple-digit heat, as she was saying, scorching conditions, and more often than that, wildfires.
Yeah, so this time of year is a busy time for our firefighters. This is why it can also be the most dangerous. We don't mean the obvious dangers, flames and high winds. We're also talking about the dangers that you can't see, carcinogens that fill the air when these fires break out, and our firefighters inhaling many of them in smoke. If not detected soon enough, it could lead to lung cancer.
And that's why our next guest, 2 high school students, created a nonprofit lung cancer prevention organization with a mission to protect firefighters. Bettina Lee and Elena Nguyen started Project Pulmonary, and they're here to explain how it works and why you decided to take the initiative and create this. Thanks for being here this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Yeah, my name is Bettina. My name's Elena. And we founded a 501c3 nonprofit organization called Project Pulmonary, which focuses on lung cancer prevention in firefighters, but specifically through providing pulmonary rehabilitation to these firefighters who face chronic exposure to wildfire carcinogens. So we do this through hydration-based recovery, through hydration item donations, detoxification sauna installations, and lung cancer screening letters.
Wow. And just reminding them that this is important because, as we know, a lot of our first responders, it's the nature of what they do, right? They're not thinking of themselves.
Exactly. And it's a really big issue, especially in Southern California, because we actually live in the most wildfire-prone region in all of America. So especially after the Palisades wildfire from last year, this is a very significant issue that we need to tackle.
Yeah.
So your story is interesting because you both took the initiative. You didn't really know each other much before. I asked if you went to the same school because you must be talking about this, but you found that you had similar interests online and wanted to start something like this. It's kind of interesting that you all connected. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Bettina and I actually wanted to create a medical-based club at our school because we wanted to provide opportunities to our peers who did not have access to, I guess, medical opportunities. But we found that there was a larger cause where lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer death in California and globally, actually. So we wanted to see what disparity can we help bridge, and we saw that in firefighters because they have a 2 to 4 times likely chance of getting less lung cancer compared to the average population. So we wanted to help bridge that disparity and work on something that we were both passionate about.
I will never forget when I interviewed some of the firefighters that went out and worked the Palisades fires. They were standing there and they said, we were thinking to ourselves, how many years is this taking off of our lives? It's just not something that they think about when they're actively, fighting these fires and what's inside the homes and what's going to make them sick, years from now, potentially.
No, yeah, and it's so important for them also to get screened for lung cancer as well. So actually, if people do meet the eligibility for lung cancer screening, especially in California, they should take advantage of it. So that's actually also why we're here to advertise for lung cancer screening, because it is such an important way for people to identify whether or not they have the deadliest cancer worldwide, and also to prevent it before it gets even worse.
So what's been the reaction here? We're looking at this video, these pictures of you going to fire stations. You say you have fire stations that are very close to where you live too. Yes. You've talked to these firefighters. You must have heard the stories from them. They've probably told you some personal stories of how cancer may have affected them, how they didn't think that this would be something that they would have to think about. What are you hearing from them?
Yeah, so we actually visited one of our local stations when we were doing our hydration item trips, and one of the firefighters had actually shared with us that their battalion chief had actually passed away in 2023 because of lung cancer. And it's just like stories like that really motivate us to continue going, because we see the direct effect of the wildfire smoke that's affecting their everyday lives, and now it's taken the lives of one of their own chiefs. So that just really motivates us to continue what we do.
You know what I did a story on lung cancer rates among younger people especially, and how there's certain restrictions on who can get screened as it's covered by insurance. I think you should take your efforts to the Capitol. Have you thought about doing that?
We've thought about it. We actually have a governmental affairs committee, and they're actually working on making policy briefs for things like the Senator Bill 1124 that are working on lung cancer prevention and making sure that there's intervention sooner than later.
Yeah, making these screenings accessible for more people would be very important.
So quantify this for us, because how many stations have you reached? And if we were to go to these stations, what would we see there? Because you're helping get donations for saunas and things like that. So what are the kind of things that you're seeing at these different stations, and how big has this outreach been?
Yeah, so we've actually been able to reach over 5,000 stations, and this was able to be done through our global network of chapters. So in the past year and a half, we've able to expand our outreach to over 120 chapters in over 17 countries, and all of this started just in Southern California. So it was definitely not something that was right away. We needed to do a lot of outreach, and we had to really put ourselves out there in order to get people to join in on our mission, especially because it's kind of specific to a cause that really affects Southern California the most. So it really takes a lot of work to try to convince people, especially in other countries, to really join us in our mission.
And this is in your wheelhouse now. It affects people more than outside of just the firefighting community. What are some signs that people should be looking out for?
I guess some like classic symptoms are just coughing, and a lot of times we're trying to encourage people to install like air respirators in their home, as well as detection, so monitors, the fire monitors in their homes, and that's something that can be applicable to the general population, not just firefighters as well.
I don't know when you have the time to do this. Being rising
college
seniors,
applications
right?
now coming up, your incoming seniors. What are your plans?
Really just applying for colleges, kind of continue what we're doing, really putting ourselves out there. And actually, because we are high schoolers, a lot of what we do is only able to be funded through support from people in the community. So to anyone who is watching this right now, if you own a business, or if you're part of an organization, or if you work at an educational institution, we are always looking for more support and other partnerships, collaborations, anything that could really help to catalyze our efforts. We actually do have an initiative coming up called the Breathe for 343 campaign, which is actually for 9/11. So we recently won a $14,000 grant in order to package and donate hydration kits to honor the 343 firefighters that died during 9/11. So we are actually looking for as many partners as possible to help us with this movement, because it's one of our largest initiatives, and we really want to make sure that we're able to meet it to our full capacity.
It's definitely a worthy cause. Okay, we're going to put that website right there on the screen. It's projectpulmonary.com if you want to help any of these two young ladies and their efforts.
Elena and Bettina, thank you so much. Gosh, more minds like you.
Right.
For sure. Be right back.
Bright.
Good Day LA weather.
Good morning and happy Hot Wednesday.
It's a hot one.
Already, it's 9 a.m. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
I'm Sandra Enda. Thanks for joining us. Today's the hottest day of the week, right, Maria?
Going to be the hottest of all the days that we've just had. I mean, you thought it was hot yesterday. It was like every single day it was like, oh, it's hotter than yesterday. Today we will reach the peak of this heat wave, and so get ready for really extreme risk, heat risk for heat-related illnesses today. So please be mindful of that. If you have to spend any long period of time outdoors, you want to make sure you are hydrated. It's very easy to be dehydrated on days like this. We don't have much in the way of the high mid-level clouds that we have had earlier this week, so that is also helping us to really heat up quickly today underneath all this sunshine. It's already in mid-80s in Woodland Hills in the Valley, nearly 80 degrees in Burbank, same for downtown LA. It's 79 in Corona, it's 84 in San Bernardino, to that 100 in Palm Springs. Add a little the humidity in there, that index factor, the heat index, and it feels actually warmer than what it says on the temperature. 112 there in the low desert. Probably feels more like 114 with that added humidity. 109 in the high desert areas, 84 in the mountains, and yes, we have the instability too, so that chance for thunderstorms 10 to 20% for the mountains and foothills and the deserts. Coast 83. Heat advisory even at the beach today. 96 degrees for downtown, just a couple degrees shy of the record high temperature. So we'll see if we'll reach that or even exceed that toward the record high of 98, 110 in the valleys and the Inland Empire. There is a cool down. There is some relief on the way. I'll show you that coming up in my extended outlook. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you too.
All right, relief would be good, but the heat misery index, right, is expected to top out today for sure.
Mario live in Glendale to show us how some people are escaping the heat. Oh my gosh, it's getting hot by the minute though. You escaped the heat a little bit ago. How does it feel right now?
Oh, it feels great. I'm still a little damp, so I've got that cooling me off right now. The sunglasses, I've got the hat, and the sun is out. I don't see any cloud cover, so that means it's going to be even hotter, like Maria was just talking about. And we're at Pacific Park Pool. You can see they've got the swim lessons going. A lot of these kids are normally here on, the weekdays during the summer, but it's especially nice because we are dealing with this heat wave, so they're cooling off inside the pool. Beatrice, come on over. You just finished your swim lesson. You're still wet. How did it feel in the water? I know it's going to be hot today.
It felt really good because the sun came up early when we were doing our running laps, so it felt really good to get in the pool and swim some laps of freestyle.
Awesome. Okay, Beatrice, I want to ask you a question. How hot do you think it's going to be today? Let's see if you were paying attention to Maria's forecast. How hot?
Maybe about like 98 degrees.
98 degrees. That's a pretty good guess. It's going to be 95 or close to 98 degrees here in Glendale. But take a look. She wasn't too far off. We're talking about triple digits. Woodland Hills, 110 degrees. And you have some other locations that are following close behind. 108 in Santa Clarita, 105 in San Bernardino, 104 in Pasadena. Southern California facing its hottest day of the year today. Dangerous heat continuing through tomorrow. So back out here live. This is one way to stay cool. They started off at 6 o'clock this morning with open swim for a few hours. Then they have lessons right now, and they'll be opening up again at noon for public swim. Can I ask her? I'm going to ask her. Okay. Let me ask. What's your name?
Ani.
And what do you think about this heat? What are you doing to stay cool today?
Kick.
What's your favorite part about when it gets this hot?
That it's not cold and I could swim nicely.
Yeah, the pool's going to be open. All right, thanks, guys. So they're having fun out here, staying cool, and we're all trying to do the same, right? Back to you in the studio.
She reminds me of my kids. They won't go in the water unless it's bath water, 98 degrees. So I understand when it's hot like this, it feels good.
Perfect day for a dip.
Yeah.
Lucky you, Mario. Thank you.
Yeah.
New this morning, a wild scene overnight in the San Fernando Valley. Police say a driver tried hitting a patrol car on purpose.
It touched off a chase that ended in a crash in Pacoima, and Gigi Graciette is live there at the scene with the story and all the debris left behind. Gigi.
Good morning. We're on the corner of Paxton and Laurel Canyon here in the parking lot of the mini mall, right in front of 7-Eleven, if you're familiar with the area here in Pacoima. The cleanup is underway. You can see some of the debris and the damage done by this suspect that, as you mentioned, police say tried ramming one of their patrol officers. And it didn't happen once. It happened over and over again. Let's look at some Citizen app video of the aftermath. LAPD says the patrol unit was driving through the intersection here at Paxton and Laurel Canyon at about 2 o'clock this morning. They apparently had a green light when a driver, they say, blew through a red light and intentionally tried to hit their patrol car again more than once. Those officers finally able to get behind the suspect, and the pursuit was on through city streets, on and off the 5 freeway. The car blacked out at high speeds. Ultimately, after one minor crash up near Mason, it ended exactly where it started, at the 7-Eleven, where the suspect lost control and crashed right into the parking lot. That driver, a man believed to be between 20 and 30 years old, who lives in this area, is now behind bars. He's going to be booked on assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer. His passenger was questioned and released. Police say there was no obvious DUI. The car wasn't stolen. There were no weapons, and nothing to indicate why this guy would do something like this, other than he does have apparently a small rap sheet, leaving a lot of folks wondering why and highlighting the dangers that police face on the streets of Los Angeles. That suspect, again, behind bars this morning. He's being interviewed right now by detectives, still trying to figure out why he did what he did. That is the latest from Pacoima. I'm Gigi Graciette reporting live. I'll send it back to you.
Oh my goodness, what a mess. All right, Gigi, thank you. President Trump pushing back after ICE ordered officers to temporarily pause most vehicle stops during immigration enforcement operations. The president wrote on social media early this morning saying in part, quote, "We cannot give up on one of ICE's most important and effective crime-fighting tools, the traffic stop." The policy change comes after 2 deadly ICE-involved shootings in less than a week, one in Texas, one in Maine. Sources say the break will be used to give agents additional training. The Department of Homeland Security also announcing that ICE's arrest teams will have at least 1 officer equipped with body-worn camera from this point moving forward. 11,000 Californians have now received letters saying they must retake the written test for a driver's license because the DMV suspects that they cheated. The agency says abnormalities, that is, were detected in their results, and they have 30 days to retake the test or lose their license. Receiving a letter does not indicate that someone definitely cheated, but an unspecified number of cases have been referred to district attorneys for prosecution.
All right, we'll find out today who will play in the World Cup finals. Spain earned their spot yesterday after taking down France in spectacular fashion, taking the shine off their stars by playing a disciplined game.
But Mike Maignan is a penalty specialist in goal. And this comes midway through the first half in the World Cup semifinal here in Dallas.
Spain scored first on a penalty kick after 19-year-old sensation Lamine Yamal drew a foul in the box. Then, in the 57th minute, another goal for Spain after Spain played true to their identity, excelling in possession-style play cohesively with patience and then capitalizing on mistakes. The strong individual stars on Team France could just not answer back or break through Spain's defense, which has only given up 1 goal in the entire World Cup. Spain wins 2-0 over France to advance to the finals on Sunday. Spain will face either England or reigning champions Argentina. England and Argentina face off at noon today. This is their first World Cup meeting since the 2002 group stage. Despite winning a record, some say, Argentina hasn't looked as impressive as it did 4 years ago. England arguably had the best win of the tournament so far, beating Mexico in Mexico City before beating a very talented Norway team. They're looking for their first World Cup title since 1966. England-Argentina is again today in Atlanta. Our coverage begins at 10 o'clock this morning. The match is at noon, and then It's local football HQ. It's all right here on Fox 11.
Who do you think?
I'm going to say it's going to go down to PKs.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to say it's a very tight game.
So it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a very emotional game. Yesterday was very tactical and methodical. Today it's going to be all emotion.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
That means it's going to be a good game.
No, Sandra, a prediction is which team? Which team do you think? That's
I think England and PKs. I'm just going to put it out there.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
We shall see, but that's a good prediction, Sandra. Thank you. I learned so much from Sandra this whole time with World Cup. All right, let's talk about the traffic conditions out there. Good Day LA Traffic is brought to you by DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. We are going to zoom into one of our live traffic cameras here. This is the northbound 405, I believe, at 213th Street. Is that correct? I can't see because it's on the bottom of the screen. Yep. Okay, I am correct. 405. It looks good. Both sides of that 405, actually. North and southbound sides. I think that's very close to Long Beach. Westbound 10 between the 5 to the 405. This is going towards Santa Monica, 45 minutes. It's on the slower side. Northbound 110 between the 405 to the 10, just 28 minutes there. And on that West 60 between the 57 to the 5, about 39 minutes. Now, let's take a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DTLA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply. Good.
spot in the FIFA World Cup final this weekend, taking down France and extending their historic unbeaten streak.
And today we'll learn who they'll face after Argentina and England take the pitch in Atlanta. Rebecca Castor has more on today's matchup.
Half of the bracket is set. Spain will be at the World Cup final Sunday after shutting out France 2-0 in Texas. The team looks unstoppable, adding another win to its 37-match streak.
Just have one more match to win, and with this team, I'm pretty confident they will do it.
The final question now is who will join the Red in the final. Argentina and Messi?
Lionel Messi, the savior for Argentina!
Or England and Jude Bellingham?
It's Jude Bellingham! It's England back in front!
Both teams have had to fight their way to the semifinals, and most analysts agree today is a toss-up.
We expect an emotional match. I expect a match with a lot of momentum swings.
There's also a huge security operation surrounding this match, with the FBI flagging it as high risk. There's bad blood between these fan bases for issues that run deeper than football. And officials have even taken the extra step of having separate entry gates for both sets of fans to minimize any clashes, although there is no segregation inside the stadium.
FBI Atlanta and our partners are taking extensive steps to ensure FIFA 2026 matches for events in Georgia are safe and secure.
Today will actually be Messi's first time facing England, and despite the controversial history, he's been very complimentary of this English team. He says he's looking forward to facing a football powerhouse. Sandra and Araxia, back to you.
The tensions are high there, right, Rebecca? How about among the fans? I know they have separate entrances.
Wow. Yes, so the gates opened here just about 30 minutes ago, and here at the Fan Fest, you know, everybody's mingling. You have fans from both sets of teams out here enjoying the Fan Festival. I haven't seen anything get too crazy yet. No, the heckling hasn't started, I guess. Hopefully it stays that way, but we're told extra officers are on hand if things get out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't just about soccer. There's a lot of history between these two countries. You go back to the 80s with the Falkner Islands when Argentinian forces invaded the island and wanted to retake it back that Britain had colonized. So, I mean, there's like deep-rooted stuff here, which makes it exciting for us to watch. Rebecca, thank you so much. We'll check in with you later.
Thank you, guys. See you then.
Yeah, when people say it's soccer, it's not that deep. You're like, oh no,
yes,
it is
There's
that
a lot of history.
deep.
Yeah,
that's
and you
right.
hold long grudges too.
Yeah,
you know, with different calls on games, the hand of God goal. So yeah,
hearing a lot about the hand of God today. Take me to church, Sandra. Okay, so Sandra, help me impress some people. What is something I can say today for the game that will help me stand
Hand
out?
of God.
Yeah, you can say like, remember Diego Maradona.
Okay, thank you. I'll have to remember that. Remember Diego Maradona. Maradona.
Like Madonna, Maradona.
Thank you. Thank you.
Something that you can relate to.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, remember.
Just don't say.
Remember Diego Maradona. Okay. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. MasterChef is back tonight. Speaking of World Cup, they were on a hiatus because of the World Cup. And as we've been seeing the teams in the World Cup wind down, the top 16 home cooks enter the kitchen to face their second mystery box of the season. Now, all this pressure, ladies, makes me want to grab a snack, which is what I talked to MasterChef judge Joe Bastianich about.
That's the texture you wanted?
It comes across feeling a little elementary.
I'm disappointed because it looks like a brownie from a bake sale.
I feel like with you, everything is kind of leveled up, elevated, you know, but do you ever have just the simple, everyday, like a vending machine treat that even you will say, you know what, I can't ever turn down a Chips Ahoy or an Oreo or an Entenmann's coffee cake?
No, my things that I go for is Swedish fish, and
Same.
I love them. I love all red things.
The Swedish fish is my weakness, but here, do you ever put them in the refrigerator or the freezer?
Yeah, I have done that.
Yeah.
So I always travel with Swedish fish. I like coconut-flavored jelly beans. I like a good Twix bar in the freezer. You know, it's the simple things in life.
stars, they're just like us.
Yeah.
And the way that restaurants have, the simplicity is what keeps them coming back for more, and they get to be successful throughout the years because they stick to what's good. That's the same way I feel about MasterChef. Even though I do love the spinoff with the kids, what do you think it is about MasterChef that audiences just want more helpings, more servings of?
Well, I think they relate to the contestants, and I think it shows like American foodie culture. Everyone's kind of a foodie. Everyone cooks, right? So then you see all these people representing their home territories.
Everyone thinks
competing.
they're a foodie.
But that's all it takes to get them to tune in, right? So they don't have to be an accomplished foodie like you, a veteran, expert foodie, next level. They could be like their own delusional foodie that they're not even qualified as a foodie, but they're going to still turn on the MasterChef because in their minds they are a foodie, and that's all it takes. They got it, and I think that also foodieism in this country, we're on season 16, so it's been 17 years we've been doing this, has gone through a major evolution. When MasterChef started, you were probably in grade school, and you can think about how the culinary landscape has changed in America in the past 17 years, and I think MasterChef documents that.
Well, get ready for more documentation. MasterChef is back tonight, 8 p.m., right here on Fox 11. All right, it's going down in the kitchen.
Snacks?
The gauntlet.
Oh.
You and Araxia. Who's the MasterChef?
Chips and guacamole. I'm thinking of snacks right now.
Okay,
snacks I can do.
Who's the master snacker of you and Araxia?
I don't know.
I say you, Roxy.
Really?
Yeah, you've always got some snacks.
I mean, I'm really good at going out and buying stuff. So I guess I'll take it.
She'll take it. All right, there you go. She'll be snacking in the AC right now because we asked you, what do you do to beat the heat? Here are the results. Let's take a look. And the winner chicken dinner, we're chilling at home. 63%. Go to foxla.com/vote. Don't forget to leave us a comment.
What if you don't have AC?
Then
you're not chilling at home.
Yeah, you're chilling in the mall or someplace.
problem.
Nancy in 29 Palms.
Nice.
Ooh,
Hi,
she
Nancy.
says, when it's super hot outside, I'd rather stay home and hang out with my cat Pebbles. Hey, send me your cat's photo for Furry Friday. Yeah. Stacy in Los Angeles says, chill at home all the way. Movies and margies with salt or tahini around the room.
Over, Stacy.
Stacy, you're going to have to drop your Addy because I want to come over for some margaritas. I want to do like a little practical magic with the lime and the coconut. Remember that scene? Midnight margaritas? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quilban. This weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino. Beautiful view right now. This is our camera here in Santa Monica looking at the beach and the sand. And it does look refreshing, that water, and it will be if you head there. But temperatures will also be quite warm along the coast. And we do have a heat advisory there because of those temperatures that are going to be well above average. So we want you to stay heat safe, of course. Remember our heat wave checklist. Today should be the hottest day of the extended outlook and from the days that we have had. So please remember to always drink a lot of water. If you have to spend any good amount of time outdoors, if you're working outdoors, take numerous breaks, please, and get inside into some air conditioning if you can. And if you can, please wear the right clothing. That is actually really, really important, can help you stay cool. That's wearing a hat, light-colored, lightweight clothing that can help you stay more comfortable under these weather conditions. Check on the elderly, check on our neighbors and our friends and our kids. Make sure they're drinking water, and our pets especially. Make sure they're in air conditioning also, and make sure they have a lot of shade if they have to be spending time outside, and lots of water. High pressure is still in control of our weather. It's going to subtly move its position over the next several days, but we're still going to tap into that unstable air mass, so there's still that chance for some storms over the desert communities up into the mountains as well. And the heat, although temperatures will drop slightly as we get into this weekend, we'll still tap into a little bit of this humidity, so it will still feel a little bit unstable. Here are the areas shaded in the pink with the extreme heat warning, so very hot, so stay heat safe even along the coast with those temperatures nearing 80 and 90. 114 in Dio today to that 85 in Inglewood. All right, stay with us because we have so much more right after this quick break.
Good Day LA.
welcome to your Wednesday. Nice to have you with us.
It's going to be a hot one.
It's going to be the hottest one. You know, today, yeah. I mean, it's really going to be up there. So, you know, we take the heat sort of lightly sometimes, but I really want to emphasize again the dangerous conditions out there for people when we talk about heat and dehydrating and heat stroke and heat exhaustion. So the likelihood and the risk for heat-related illness is really major today. So please take the necessary precautions. Try to limit your physical activity outdoors when it comes to like running or hiking. Be mindful of the temperatures. And if you're up into the mountains and the deserts, be mindful also of the instability that's around with us today. So there's a chance for some thunderstorms. But in terms of the temperatures, we're talking about 100 and teens out towards the lower desert areas. But within just a few miles of the coast, it'll be well into the 90s. And right there on the sand, we're expecting temperatures to be in the low 80s. So it's going to be hot even at the beach. And that's why we have these heat alerts that are in place. We've had kind of a hot July so far. Even with that little slight cool down, that 81 we saw this past Sunday, it was humid. So it felt a lot warmer than that. So you may as well have had a red box there for that day. So we have had just consecutive day after day of well above average temperatures. And that causes a lot of stress on our bodies. And now particularly today with the hottest temperatures, upper 90s expected for downtown LA, very close to the record high of 98. So we'll see if we get close enough or even tie it later this afternoon. Our sunset time is at 8:05 this evening. Other high temperatures we're expecting today: 103 in Santa Clarita, 110 in Woodland Hills, 96 in Pasadena, 106 in San Bernardino. Again, a little bit of that moisture coming up from the south and southeast will add the humidity. So with the heat index, it does feel warmer than that even. That 106 in San Bernardino, 112 in Palm Springs to 84 in Big Bear. There is a cool down. There's some relief. I'll show you that coming up in my 7-day forecast. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. The twice-a-year time change could be soon a thing of the past.
I feel like we keep talking about this. Here we go again, Brooke, right?
You're about to see just how much we have been talking about this as a country. It's actually pretty fascinating. But yes, this is where we are right now. Looking at Sandra's beautiful face, the U.S. House of Representatives just passed a bill to make daylight saving time permanent. It's called the Sunshine Protection Act. And let me tell you, it has an uphill battle to face in the Senate, to say the least. But go with me here for a bit, okay? Let's say it passes. This would mean more daylight in the evening, darker mornings, significantly darker mornings in the winter, permanently. So basically what we're doing now in the summertime would be what we do all year round. Currently, states are only allowed to adopt permanent standard time, not permanent daylight saving time. That's so interesting, right? Because we know about Hawaii, we know about Arizona. The bill passed by a 308 to 117 vote, not strictly down party lines at all. Congress is actually pretty much all over the place with this. 22 Republicans opposed this, even with President Trump putting out a statement encouraging support.
In practice, this change would mean more time for people to exercise outside, visit family, attend concerts, sporting events, attract customers, the retail business, and more.
We all enjoy the extra hour or so of sunlight in the summer, but when people are considering this, they need to consider the extra hours of darkness in the winter.
Yeah, there have been previous attempts to end the clock change here in California. Remember back in 2018 when voters approved Proposition 7? Well, you may have noticed, as the LA Times reports, it was supposed to give the legislature the authority to impose year-round daylight saving time if the federal government gave the okay. There's been no real movement, no real change since.
I have no benefit from it at all other than just aggravation from changing clocks constantly. It is just readjusting my internal clock.
I don't see any point of it. I feel more safe when it's light, so I'll have more light over the darkness.
I hate changing the time. Just leave it one way or the other.
Yeah, it's interesting. Some states are already sitting on go, ready for this to happen. 19 states have laws on the books right now, just waiting for the federal government to give the go-ahead. I actually looked at data from the National Conference of State Legislatures, and there have been some 800 bills or resolutions recently across the country hoping to lock in daylight saving time as soon as federal law allows for it. It's interesting how much of a topic this is.
People are passionate about it for sure.
Yeah.
People are, and I will tell you, I get really depressed when we have to change the clock.
You do?
I do.
In the fall?
Yes, because first of all, it's like 7 o'clock. It feels like midnight to me. I hate that.
Fair.
And it makes me not want to be out and about. I just want to like hunker down at home.
No,
I hate it.
That's a big part of the conversation. So, of course, you know, people who are for this, leaving daylight saving time permanently, they say that there are a lot of benefits from having it be lighter, longer at the end of the day, year-round, right? And things like businesses can stay open later. You can get your errands done later. Like, imagine going to the doctor at 7 p.m. or something like that.
No, exercise, like he was saying.
You can exercise later.
You feel safe.
Of course. What does that come with?
Darkness.
Darker mornings.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You answered so quickly.
We have dark mornings anyway.
We do. You just kind of get used to it. But I do wonder about how this affects our circadian rhythm, right? So I was looking at things from different sleep experts, and they say that it would be a problem, that we need to maximize daylight at the top of the day for our bodies.
Okay.
But you know, I bought a light box about a year ago.
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah, I kind of stare into it in the morning. I mean, I'm trying everything, girl.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel awake?
Healthy, you know, whatever, you know, my body needs.
I don't know. I just feel like we just always talk about this. It gets nowhere. It's just a circle.
Right. It's a cycle.
We talk in circles.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
What do you prefer? Spring forward.
I like it lighter in the end of the day.
Me too.
I do. It doesn't really bother me. But you remember, it's interesting, back in 1974, the United States did this. They made daylight saving permanent. It lasted 10 months before Congress stepped back in and said, all right,
changing it
no
back.
on that, because everybody hated it. People were complaining about how dark it was throughout the day, in the morning, and you know, we will see. Even in California, there is some confusion. You know, everyone agrees, it seems, that they want to stop changing the clock.
Yeah. Pick a time.
Yes, that's the part. So what people are mixed on is which version of time they want to stick with. Do they want permanent daylight saving time, or do they want permanent standard time?
Right.
And that part people actually cannot agree on.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Makes sense.
People just want to stop changing the clocks.
Yeah.
I hate driving at 4 o'clock, making it feel like it's 9 o'clock.
You do.
Yeah, it really, yes, I am there with you. Okay, thank you, Brooke. Happening now, confirmation hearings are underway for Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche. He is facing tough questions from both sides of the aisle on everything from the Epstein files to his time as President Trump's criminal defense attorney.
Are you and President Trump friends?
I'm his lawyer, was his lawyer, and now I'm the Deputy Attorney General. So I met him as his criminal defense attorney. I'm not sure there's very many people who have ever had a criminal defense attorney who calls that person their friend.
Blanche took over as acting attorney general after Pam Bondi was fired in April. A single no vote from a Republican on the Judiciary Committee could mean a failure to confirm.
New conflict of interest questions emerge in the Trump administration. The Commerce Department is investigating a South Korean company which made a $2 million payment to President Trump's holding company last year. The payment was first reported by the New York Times and was made by a top investor in a South Korean aluminum firm as the company fought a trade case before Trump's Commerce Department. Commerce has accused the aluminum company of circumventing duties slapped on Chinese aluminum. The White House denies the payment was a conflict of interest.
The U.S. Mint will begin production of a new dollar gold coin featuring the face of President Trump. This announcement comes just weeks after the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, revealed a new $250 bill, that is, with the president's face, despite U.S. law prohibiting living people from appearing on currency. The Trump administration, though, argues this particular coin circumvents that ban based on a 2020 law allowing designs that commemorate the nation's 250th anniversary.
Inflation has offset pay increase since President Donald Trump took office. The Bureau of Labor Statistics released data yesterday showing June's average hourly wage gain just barely kept up with inflation. The Washington Post reports paychecks are up 27 cents per hour in today's dollars since Trump returned to the White House in 2025. But millions of workers' pay hasn't kept pace with prices for basic necessities. As a result, many wage earners are starting to fall behind the 3.5 rate of inflation.
There's been a major move amid protecting Southern California's water future. It could be just the start of some difficult decisions across the West. The Metropolitan Water District just greenlit a major agreement to add water to Lake Mead, which is at near record lows. The deal announced yesterday keeps roughly 65 billion gallons in the reservoir this year, supported by federal funding from Washington. But experts say this is a short-term fix. Western states are in a standoff on how to share supplies from the Colorado River. If the feds step in to make unilateral cuts, experts say that it could actually trigger a wave of lawsuits that could end up at the Supreme Court.
Would you pay more for your next flight if it meant nobody would be sitting in the middle seat next to you? United Airlines will begin offering a shared table across the middle seat of some of its aircrafts. The new Economy Plus option is to give consumers sitting in the aisle or window seat more space on long-haul flights. The tables will be permanently fixed with cup holders and will be available on 50 Airbus planes starting early next year. All right. We'll find out who will play in the FIFA World Cup finals after today's match. And yesterday, Spain took down France. Take a look.
But Mike Maignan is a penalty specialist in goal. And this comes midway through the first half in the World Cup semifinal here in Dallas. And Oyarzabal scores! Spain go out in front!
He scored on a free kick, a penalty kick right there. Then in the 57th minute, another goal for Spain. Spain winning it 2-0 over France to advance to the finals on Sunday. And Spain has only given up one goal the entire World Cup. Now Spain will face either England or the reigning champions, Argentina. England and Argentina face off today at noon. This is their first World Cup meeting since the 2002 group stage. Despite winning a record, some say Argentina hasn't looked as impressive as it did 4 years ago. England arguably had the best win of the tournament so far, beating Mexico in Mexico City before and going on to take on a very talented Norway team. So a lot of action on the pitch expected, a lot of motions. England and Argentina play in Atlanta. Our coverage begins at 10 o'clock, just 15 minutes from now, and the match is at noon. Then it's local Football HQ on Fox 11. All right. I love how Spain played. They played so dynamic, methodical, patient, right? And I feel like you could learn a lot, like life lessons.
Okay.
Looking at Spain. So they played as a team.
Okay.
Right? You're stronger as a team than an individual. You have to be calm under pressure. And, you know, take chances.
Patient?
Take chances.
But patient too.
Mm-hmm. Patient, confident. Yeah, so many things. I try to tell my kids that. Like, look, you can learn so much from Spain and their style of play.
I think in any sport, though, right, sport teaches you life lessons like that, how to deal with people. But really with teamwork, it is more than just about one person.
That's right.
I mean, you can have a star on that team, of course, but it's more than that.
Well, playing as a team worked for Spain because they definitely dulled the shine of France. And France had key star players. They individually play so well. But if you're not strong as a team, you can't win it.
You got to do the dance together.
That was the bottom line.
So let's see what happens today, right?
Yeah, that's right. All right. England and Argentina face off at noon right there at that stadium. How exciting.
So exciting. This is also exciting. One of my favorite things to do in LA, the pageant of the Masters, is back with the greatest of all-time masterpieces this summer in Laguna Beach.
This is always so great. Coco McAvoy standing by.
Sitting by.
Okay.
Where is Coco?
Ooh, beautifully still in that Monet.
Don't blink.
Artwork.
Don't blink, Coco.
Art coming to life.
Okay, you saying don't blink made me break characters sooner than I planned to. I was going to sit here for a while and see, you know, how long I could stay in character. That's what's so cool about Pageant of the Masters. Everyone here is such a pro. It's such an amazing show. The theme is greatest of all time, or the GOAT. Okay, I'm going to have everyone break character now. You can see just how amazing this this is, right?
Oh my goodness.
Really impressive. The show is even more impressive when you come and watch it every single night. I want to bring in Diane now, who is the director for the pageant. And, you know, Diane, just tell us about, first off, the piece that we're standing in.
Oh, this is a beautiful piece and one of the largest tableaus we have in the show. It was painted by Claude Monet in 1866. It's called Déjeuner sous l'herbe. That means luncheon on the grass. So you are there celebrating with this lovely picnic and wine and food and fruit in front of you.
It is truly a masterpiece, such a beautiful piece. And Diane, talk about the show. You have something new this year with the live action.
Well, we do. We are bringing the artists themselves to life. So we have many actors portraying artists like let's see, Norman Rockwell and Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh. It's a very exciting this year because we've incorporated a lot of live elements, and it is the greatest of all time.
It is. And talk about how it's been going so far, because it's been open since July 9th.
Yes, we just opened last week, and audiences are really loving it. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, and there's 36 pieces of art that we recreate in this show.
Wow. And talk about what you love about being part of this. You've been part of it for so many years now.
Yes, I have. For, let's see, I started working here in 1980, but I love Laguna Beach, the beautiful Irvine Bowl. If you've never seen it, it is magnificent. We have that view every night. So I want to encourage everybody, if you haven't seen Pageant of the Masters, come on down, get a ticket, and we are running every single night till the 4th of September.
And Diane, I know you have more than 500 volunteers too. If you can just talk about the endeavor that is put on. There's so much dedication that goes into this every year.
That is true. Every January we have a big casting call, and about 1,200 people show up because they want to be in a living picture like you. It doesn't take much rehearsal at all. We will put you in makeup and costume, tell you how to pose, and voila, there you are in a living picture. It's so much fun.
It is so much fun. Thank you so much, Diane, for talking to us. And you heard from Peter earlier in makeup. Now you're part of the piece. So, Peter, you know, your thoughts being part of this, it's your first year.
It's just fascinating to be able to get the audience's reaction to you being in a painting. So, yeah, come on down and check us out. It's worth the visit for sure. Especially, it's definitely a bucket list item. If you've never come to the pageant, you have to do it. So, see you soon.
Absolutely, bucket list. And you're in broadcasting right now in high school. Your thoughts being part of this?
It's a lot of fun being able to work behind the scenes in this and actually being in the piece. It's definitely like a life-changing experience.
I like that, a life-changing experience. You hear that so much when you talk to all of the volunteers. They really love being part of this, and that's why the show is such a success every single year. So you've got to come and support this. The show goes on nightly at 8:30 p.m. and doors open before that, so you can go and check out the wonderful art show, Festival of Arts, Fine Art Show, seeing more than 120 amazing award-winning artists as well. So it's really a whole experience. You've got to take it all in. Come here to Laguna Beach and be part of this. I'll send it back to you.
Just seeing it like on TV is impressive, but I will tell you, being there in person, it's a completely different level of incredible.
Right, because of the size and the magnitude of all these pieces.
Detail.
And then you're actually standing, right? I love seeing the other perspective behind the scenes, where people are actually standing, they're propped up, sometimes sitting down in these weird positions behind the actual painting itself. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. Exactly. Sometimes you're standing here and you've got to stand still, and there's just so much dedication, and the volunteers, they don't break character. Like, you got me to break character earlier, but they are just professional through and through. So yeah, it's really impressive to see.
I had a chance to be in a live painting like you are in a year ago for an actual show, and I will tell you, I've done pretty cool things being in this job, but that might be the top thing I've ever done. It really topped it, and I was so impressed with the volunteers. They're all volunteers, how organized they are. They run everything like clockwork. I was just blown away by how they've been able to do this. And they do this, you know, over and over and over again. So they have it down to a science. Okay, as we let you go, let's get back into character. Let's get everyone back into character.
Oh, back into character. Oh, you're telling me. I thought you guys.
All of you.
We're going to go back into character. Okay.
Oh, so great.
Awesome.
My gosh, beautiful.
And we'll be right back.
Wow. Don't smile, Coco.
Don't smile.
Don't smile.
Don't blink.
I know you want to. Don't do it.
Do it, Coco.
This is the story of a Southern
Take a live look outside. This is, of course, the island of Catalina. It's pretty still, not too much in the way of wind, and we're definitely seeing sunshine. You can see the boat is moving, so you know it's a live video feed here. It is going to be hot there in Avalon as well. We've got a beach hazard statement and that heat advisory that's in effect, including the island of Catalina. And then elsewhere, we've got that extreme heat warning for even hotter temperatures and that major risk for heat-related illnesses. If you are inland, the farther inland you go, the hotter it will be. There's also, by the way, a red flag warning for portions of Ventura County, the mountains and foothills, for those stronger winds that are getting to 45, 55 miles per hour in terms of those wind gusts late this afternoon and evening. So that will definitely elevate fire danger. So just keep that in mind as you are out and about. Temperatures on the sand today, 78 to 82. We do have that high tide still coming in tonight between 7 and 7.5 feet. So that's going to add with moderate swell here with surf heights nearing 2 to 4 plus, maybe 5 foot sets. Anyway, that combined tonight will cause some minor coastal flooding again tonight into early tomorrow morning. So just watch that, especially if you live or park in and around those low-lying areas, those parking lots near the coast. 96 for downtown LA today, so that'll be the hottest. Tomorrow will be around 92. It'll still be hot, still be a little humid, but temperatures definitely trending lower as we get to Friday into the upcoming weekend. So it'll feel a little bit better. better. 110 in the valleys and the Inland Empire today. We'll still be in the triple digits tomorrow, but then down to the low 90s Friday into the upcoming weekend. Even though those temperatures drop, we're still going to pick up a little bit of that humidity, so it'll still feel a little muggy, but not quite as oppressive as it will be today and the last couple of days. 84 up into the mountains with that instability, chances for some scattered showers today. High desert areas, 109. There is that instability for the mountains and deserts, so out towards the Coachella Valley, that 10 to 20% chance will continue. 112 there this afternoon. Back to you.
Maria, thank you. We are 2 years away from the Olympics, and LA28 looking for people to help make that happen. We need those volunteers, of course. So here is what you need to know. Applications are now officially open for the volunteer program. Organizers need about 60,000 people. They'll greet fans, help athletes, support events across LA and other host cities. The announcement comes during a community cleanup at Griffith Park. Olympic great Carl Lewis also says volunteering creates memories that, of course, last long after the games end. And this will be LA's third time hosting the games. To apply or learn more about it, go to volunteer.la28.org.
And check this out, Olympians hitting the water at Belmont Shore this week. Kiteboarders and windsurfers are training for LA28. Belmont Shore will host windsurfing and kite events during the games. Other sailing events happening at the Port of Los Angeles.
Follow us over to Channel 13 for more Good Day LA, and our World Cup coverage is next right here on Fox 11.
Spend your mornings on the freeway or avoid daily delays with up-to-the-minute traffic alerts. Good days start here. Good Day LA, weekday mornings only on Fox 11.
Good
Good morning, and thank you for being here with us. It is 10 o'clock. Spain has earned their spot in the FIFA World Cup final this weekend, taking down France and extending their historic unbeaten streak.
And today they'll learn who they face after Argentina and England take the pitch in Atlanta. And Fox's Rebecca Caster has more on today's showdown. Hi there, Rebecca.
Hi, Araxia and Sandra. Today's match reignites a bitter, decades-long rivalry between Argentina and England, and there's enough bad blood between these fan bases to require ramping up security.
Pedro Porro!
Half of the bracket is set. Spain will be at the World Cup final Sunday after shutting out France 2-0 in Texas. The team looks unstoppable, adding another win to its 37-match streak.
Just have one more match to win, and with this team, I'm pretty confident they will do it.
The final question now is who will join the Red in the final, Argentina and Messi?
Lionel Messi, the savior for Argentina.
Or England and Jude Bellingham?
It's Jude Bellingham. It's England back in front.
Both teams have had to fight their way to the semifinals, and most analysts agree today is a toss-up.
We expect an emotional match. I expect a match with a lot of momentum swings.
There's also a huge security operation surrounding this match, with the FBI flagging it as high risk. There's bad blood between these fan bases for issues that run deeper than football. And officials have even taken the extra step of having separate entry gates for both sets of fans to minimize any clashes, although there is no segregation inside the stadium.
FBI Atlanta and our partners are taking extensive steps to ensure FIFA 2026 matches for events in Georgia are safe and secure.
Today will actually be Messi's first time playing England. And despite the controversial history, he's been very complimentary of this English team. He says he's looking forward to playing a football powerhouse. Sandra and Araxia, back to you.
They're going to be fired up, as are the fans behind you. It's gotten crowded.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who I see more of. Is there one side over the other, or is it pretty evenly split?
Well, I will say from my view, I'm seeing a lot of Messi jerseys. So I think that we have more Argentina fans out here today.
Okay, all right. We'll see how they do. There's going to be a lot of passion on the pitch there. That is for sure. All right, Rebecca, enjoy. Okay, it's going to be hot.
Yes, it is.
Expect to sweat today as this heat wave is expecting to reach its peak with swelterly triple-digit temperatures across much of the Southland.
Mario is wise. He is in Glendale by a pool there. And, you know, you have a lot of company. It's getting busy where you are.
Yeah, it's actually packed right now. You can see all the families standing by there in the shade. They got these canopies up for good reason. It's around 83 degrees right now. It's going to be around 90, upper 90s here in Glendale. And the pool full. They've got swim lessons going on right now. Danny is the swim instructor. He's over there with one of his kids. Elizabeth, your mom said it was okay if I ask you about the weather. How does it feel in the water right now?
Right now, it feels pretty warm. To me, not for everyone, because I love the cold and I don't like warm that much.
All right, I want to ask you a trivia question. How hot do you think it's going to be today?
Today, I'm feeling it's going to be kind of really hot, because yesterday was really hot to me.
You have a number?
Me, no.
Let's say 100 and what?
100 and maybe 2.
2. Okay, that's pretty close. Let's go to the full screen here. Show you some of the hottest temperatures across the Southland today. We're talking about 110 in Woodland Hills, 108 in Santa Clarita, 105 in San Bernardino, and 104 degrees in Pasadena. So we're definitely feeling it here this morning. I know the lifeguards are. What's your name?
My name is John.
Hey, John, how do you stay cool? Well, first, let me ask you, you've been out here for quite a bit. What's it feel like?
It's real hot, to say the least. And
how do you guys stay cool being out here so long?
Well, what we do is we have sunscreen to stay out of the sun and, not out of the sun, but to stay safe from the sun. And to cool down, we have a designated room in the facility to cool down. And obviously we have water and such.
How long have you been doing this?
About 3 years.
Have you had to rescue anyone?
Once. Just once.
Lifesaver. We're talking to a true hero here this morning. Okay, so Roxia, Sandra, the water is kept at about 83, 84 degrees, and then look at this. They've got a splash pad going too. So If the family comes on down, the little kids can't swim, bring the toddlers here to the splash pad. This is one way to stay cool. They've also got a cooling center right next door, so a lot going on here to beat the heat. Live in Glendale, we'll send it back to you.
83 is too hot.
No, it's not. I love it. That's perfect.
No,
that is perfect.
It feels great. Trust me.
But you can't swim laps. You'll get hot in there.
No one wants to swim laps, okay? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I do.
I want to splash around. That splash pad is cool, too. I like that. Thank you, Mario. All right, new this morning, a dangerous encounter overnight in the San Fernando Valley. Police say a driver deliberately tried to hit a patrol car.
Yeah, it made quite a mess. It touched off a chase that came to a crashing end in Pacoima, and Gigi Graciette is live at the scene with the story. Gigi.
And that's right. We're on the corner of Paxton and Laurel Canyon. If you're familiar with the area, it's a little strip mall with a 7-Eleven across the street from the park. This is where it all ended. Take a look. The damage done. They've spent the morning here cleaning up, picking up the pieces literally and figuratively of this crash. And take a look at this video on Citizen app. It also caught the aftermath of that pursuit. But it's how it started that has left police, well, scratching their heads and asking why. LAPD says a patrol unit was driving through the intersection here at Paxton and Laurel Canyon about 2 o'clock in the morning. They apparently had the green light, they said, when a driver blew through the red and intentionally tried to ram their police car. He didn't do it just once, they say. He did it over and over again. Now, those officers finally managed to get behind the suspect, and the pursuit was on. Through city streets, on and off the 5 freeway, at times the driver turning off his lights, traveling at high speeds, and ultimately it ended in this crashing finale, exactly where it started, Paxton and Laurel Canyon. The driver, a man in his 20s to 30s who lives in the area, reportedly was booked on assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer. His passenger was questioned and released. Police say there appeared to be no DUI involved in this one. The car wasn't stolen. There were no weapons, and there's really not much in the suspect's background other than a short rap sheet. Again, leaving them wondering why. Why did they choose to target these officers? Thankfully, the officers were not injured, but the damage, let's bring it back here live. The damage is done at the little strip mall. So now somebody's going to have to pay for all the repairs here. Certainly quite the job. The suspect's name has not yet been released. I understand he's still being interviewed by detectives. And the big question they had is why? Why? Reporting live in Pacoima, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
Wow. All right. Well, we'll see if we get an answer to that. We might not. Thank you so much, Gigi. 11,000 Californians have now received a letter saying that they must retake the written test for a driver's license because the DMV suspects they cheated. The agency says abnormalities were detected in their results and they have 30 days to retake that test or they lose their license. Receiving a letter does not indicate that someone definitely cheated, but an unspecified number of cases have been referred to district attorneys for prosecution.
New this morning, President Trump is pushing back against a new policy that prevents ICE agents from performing traffic stops. In a Truth Social post, the president says the agency cannot give up performing traffic stops, and it appears he urges agents to keep doing them, posting, "Go back and do your very important job." Earlier this week, ICE privately directed its officers to temporarily halt traffic stops in the wake of 2 deadly shootings at the hands of federal agents.
And breaking news in regards to those incidents, the Department of Homeland Security says ICE's arrest teams will have at least 1 officer equipped with a body-worn camera from this point moving forward. Last Tuesday, a man was shot and killed in Houston, and 6 days later, another man was shot in Maine. Both involved ICE, and in both instances, those officers did not have body cameras.
New this morning, the Iranian Health Ministry says recent U.S. airstrikes have killed at least 35 people and wounded more than 300 others.
Last night, the United States military carried out a 4th straight night of strikes on Iran. As Caroline Shively reports, the U.S. also bringing back the naval blockade of Iran ships trying to pass through the Strait of Hormuz.
Will these strikes continue?
They'll continue until I say it's enough. I mean, they'll continue. They've been, the word the military likes to use is degrade. They've been degraded to a very low level.
President Trump making plenty of news in that sit-down with Fox, insisting the Strait of Hormuz is once again open for business for everyone but Iran. although he did back off his plan to impose a 20% fee to pay for safe passage by the U.S. military after hearing from allies on the Gulf Cooperation Council.
We have to keep it open. I was going to charge a fee, but instead they'd rather spend a lot of money in the United States, which frankly is better because I don't like the idea of a fee. It's got to remain free because otherwise others will do the same thing.
Democrats say it's just another flip-flop from the White House.
Literally, this changes by the day. One time the strait is open, the next day it's closed. One day we're going to charge a toll, the next day we're not.
But the president has a new warning for the regime.
Next week comes the power plants. Next week comes the bridges. We're going to knock out all their power plants. We're going to knock out all their bridges unless they get to the table and negotiate.
And overnight, new video from CENTCOM showing another round of U.S. strikes on Iran. CENTCOM says U.S. forces hit dozens of military targets over the course of a 7-hour operation.
You better make a deal. You're not going to have anybody left.
And that was Caroline Shively reporting. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guard is threatening to close other oil and gas export routes that serve U.S. interests.
All right, let's take a look at the big board. Technology stocks and strong bank earnings pushing major indexes into the green this morning. As you can see, the Dow up there, 52,558 points. Looking good for now.
You know what else was up? Temperatures today. Today should be the hottest day that we have seen since this heat wave began. We don't have as much in the way of mid and high cloud cover, so that also helps to heat things up much more quickly. As we get outside, you will notice that not only is it hot, but it's also still a little bit humid. We're still tapping into some of that subtropical moisture from the southeast. Temperatures currently ranging from 93 in Palmdale. It's 90 already in San Bernardino, 82 in downtown LA, 85 in Corona. It's early. 86 in Riverside to that nearly 80 in Huntington Beach with that 78 degrees, 77 in Oxnard. It's already 103 in Palm Springs. Looking at Malibu right now. Oof, look at the surfers waiting for a good wave to come in. Surf height's up a little bit, maybe 2 to 4, occasionally a 5-foot set. But they're feeling good out there in the water rather than being outside in the heat, especially inland. High pressure is in control of our weather. We're still looking at a clockwise flow of air, so we're tapping into some of that moist air mass from the south and southeast. Not quite as active on the radar for us. It's staying mainly to our east right now, but we're definitely still feeling that humidity. Temperatures will be well above normal today and certainly hotter than yesterday, so we continue the heat warnings that are in effect for a large part of SoCal. We're going to look for temperatures to be in the triple digits in the high desert, 109 today, 112 in the low desert areas like the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs, and that chance for some isolated thunderstorms even, 112 there, 84 in Big Bear eventually with that heat advisory, and as well as a red flag warning. The winds will kick in later this afternoon and evening, so we'll get gusty enough to elevate that fire danger. So please try to find some air conditioning. Don't try to go do any strenuous physical activity outside, especially in the heat of the day, the peak of the heat between noon and 4 o'clock this afternoon. 96 for downtown LA. That's close to the record high temperature for the date of 98. We'll see if we reach that. 110 in the valleys and the Inland Empire. So we do have that extreme heat warning, as I mentioned. So the heat-related illness possibility really is quite up. It's going to be a major risk for that. Heat advisory even along the coast on the beach. We're talking about the possibility of heat-related illnesses. So exercise caution. Make sure you drink a lot of water if you have to be out and about under these weather conditions. It is going to cool down eventually. I'll show you the extended outlook coming up in just a few moments. In the meantime, let's talk about traffic. Good Day LA traffic is brought to you by My Home Sold. Traffic is improving as we speak. We're going to zoom into one of our live traffic cameras here. This is the 10 freeway. The eastbound side of the 10 freeway is on the left-hand side. Oh, it just kind of froze there, but you can see it's not really that busy. This is right at Cherry. The 10 at Cherry, looking like it's moving nicely. Here are the drive times now. Let's see if it's improved on that West 10 between the 5 to the 405 towards Santa Monica. It has a little bit, still a little over half an hour. Northbound 110 between the 405 to the 10, just 21 minutes. On that West 60 between the 57 to the 5, 31 minutes there. Now let's look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
Hi, I'm Adrian with My Home Sold, and we want to buy your house. We buy any house in any condition. No commissions, no closing costs, and no repairs. Go to myhomesold.com for a free same-day cash offer. That's myhomesold.com.
Welcome back. Frustration boiling over in Newport Beach following the rowdy 4th of July takeover. Hundreds packed the city council meeting last night demanding answers.
And we keep calling, we keep asking for questions, we keep asking for help, and we don't get it.
Neighbors confronting city leaders and police over the holiday chaos that got completely out of hand. More than 400 people were arrested. Police say most were from out of town, lured in by viral posts. Some of those attending last night say wild 4th of July gatherings are not new and that city leaders have repeatedly promised action but have not followed through.
A lot of us have lost that. We don't feel safe in our community. I don't feel safe in my store trying to conduct business.
Last year's 4th of July was a warning. Many residents voiced concerns, including me, without a response.
Last 4th of July, which was also a disaster, right? And this was exponentially worse than last year. And we were told last year this is going to happen again, and it did.
Some of the proposed solutions discussed include bringing in more outside police agencies, enforcing earlier curfews, and restricting short-term rentals.
Developing news in San Francisco Bay this morning. A search and rescue effort continues at this hour for 3 people missing aboard a boat that sank off of Alcatraz Island. San Francisco's fire chief says that 1 person was killed when a pontoon boat carrying 20 people capsized there yesterday afternoon during some kind of a memorial service. 20 people were rescued, including from that cold water. 1 person who died later in the hospital as a result of all of this. The chief says that they are still piecing together what exactly happened, but it does appear rough seas caused the 50-foot vessel to take on water. The boat was submerged within the motor still running and leaking fuel when rescuers arrived there to help.
The pilot who became a national hero after landing a U.S. Airways flight on the Hudson River in 2009 announces he's been diagnosed with early-stage Alzheimer's disease. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger safely landed the plane on the Hudson River after a bird strike, saving all 155 people on board in what's called the Miracle on the Hudson. Sullenberger wrote a statement. Names are not coming easy to him, and he forgets stories now and then. He hopes by coming out publicly with his condition will give others strength and hope, and if they face it themselves, that they can overcome.
For people like Captain Sully and approximately 7 million Americans living with early-stage Alzheimer's, an experimental drug may one day actually help slow the progression of this disease. The drug Diranersen is made by Biogen. It apparently treats the disease differently than current treatments by lowering the levels of a brain protein. Medical researchers have tried to target this protein in the past, but those attempts have failed. That is until now. Researchers presented their findings at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference in London, saying the drug could slow cognitive decline.
The lowest dose showed the greatest effect, but all doses showed some effect on 5 out of 6 of those cognitive or functional scales that we used. So I think we have a really encouraging signal.
It is really quite interesting. It's remarkable, actually, that this is one of the first. We haven't been very successful at targeting tau, and so what we're saying here is that it is plausible we can do that. The route of administration is different, right? It's intrathecal versus an infusion therapy. But this is really quite promising if it were to hold up in a larger, appropriately powered and designed trial.
While some Alzheimer's drugs are given through the bloodstream via infusion or injection, this one is injected into the fluid surrounding the spinal cord, providing a straighter path to the brain.
New this morning, the LA 2028 Olympics is still 2 years away, and it looks like a gold medalist is working to return to the Olympic stage right here in Los Angeles. Gymnast Suni Lee posted this on Instagram.
I know what I'm capable of. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there.
The road to LA will be documented for all to see thanks to Fanatic Studios. Suni says, quote, "This is more than a documentary. It's an invitation to come along for the journey." The 2020 all-around champion and 6-time Olympic medalist has been on a break since the 2024 Paris Olympics, where she helped Team USA win gold by earning bronze in the all-around and uneven bars.
Major League Baseball owners and players are at odds over a potential return to the Olympics in 2028. Owners support allowing the MLB players to compete in Los Angeles. However, they are pushing for a mandatory participation clause. The proposal could punish players who decline by keeping them off the field and without pay for nearly a month. The Olympic baseball tournament would take place at Dodger Stadium, with MLB planning to pause the season to make room for the games.
The FIFA World Cup trophy is traveling to Sunday's final in style. Louis Vuitton has unveiled its custom-made trophy trunk. Look at that. It's handcrafted in France and featuring the fashion house's signature monogram with a golden V for victory right there. It's the 5th World Cup trophy case designed by Louis Vuitton, continuing a tradition that began ahead of the 2010 tournament.
Wow.
So
fancy,
beautiful, I
very
know.
fancy. And with the World Cup final around the corner, more stars will be joining in the tournament's closing ceremony. We have learned Tom Cruise is being billed as a special appearance. Not clear yet how he'll be involved exactly, but if you remember, he capped off the Olympics with a stunt, and that was back in 2024. Internet streamer iShowSpeed will also join the star-studded lineup. He's been live streaming throughout the entire tournament and going viral for his reactions to the matches. And FIFA also confirming Jennifer Hudson will be performing the U.S. national anthem ahead of the final.
Oh, all right. And FIFA's first ever Super Bowl style halftime show could make World Cup history, with the break expected to last about 30 minutes instead of the traditional 15. Madonna, Shakira, Justin Bieber, and BTS are set to headline the performance, curated by Coldplay frontman Chris Martin. While FIFA is promoting a star-studded music spectacle, many fans argue the match, not the entertainment, should remain the main event. They also argue the extended break could disrupt the flow of the match and impact player performance. Yeah, that's what I'm really worried about.
Yeah.
I don't really love it.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
An unusual gift to the city of Boston just arrived at Logan International Airport. Okay, so that traffic cone represents the very good time Scottish fans had in Boston during the World Cup. It was signed by Glasgow's Chamber of Commerce, decorated with phrases and doodles representing both Scotland and Boston. So take a close look there. As you may know, the Tartan Army partied hard in Boston. Some bars literally ran out of beer, and some Scottish fans placed traffic cones atop several of the city's public statues. The traffic cone prank dates back to the 80s as Scottish tradition, and now there are plans for Glasgow and Boston to become sister cities, which actually would be very cool.
I like that. What a good
As a
joke.
result of this experience,
I
right?
know.
That's very funny, though.
All right, all the action taking place right there. Argentina versus England at noon. Stay with us.
For over
And welcome back to you. Look at this. Look at this. It is definitely Wednesday. We know because we turn to the Santa Monica Farmers Market, which occurs every Wednesday. Good Day LA weather is brought to you by the Razavi Law Group. And yes, it is a hot one, even down below in Santa Monica. We've got temperatures that are well above average and certainly hotter than yesterday, even along the coast. So we do have extreme heat warnings in effect for a large part of SoCal, heat advisories along the coast for those temperatures, even on the sand in the 80s to near 90s. So that can cause a lot of stress on our bodies. The risk for heat-related illness is quite high today. So a lot of people going to the beach, which is where we've got some beach hazards as well. In addition to the heat, we have some stronger rip currents in the water. So just always check in with a lifeguard before you swim or paddle out. If you head with the family and the kids, just make sure you do have that conversation with the lifeguard. Heat wave checklist today. You must hydrate, drink lots of water, please, especially if you're working under these weather conditions. Take numerous breaks from the sun. It's important. Wear the appropriate clothing, a hat, and some light-colored, lightweight clothing is also beneficial. Air conditioning is really the place to be, so get to the mall, get to a movie theater or a library or a cooling center. Check in on our elderly friends, neighbors, and of course, please take care of our pets. Make sure that they have air conditioning and also lots of water. 110 in Woodland Hills today, 100 in Corona. We're still tapping into that subtropical moisture, so it still feels a little bit warmer than what the thermometer is reading. 101 in Ontario, 105 in San Bernardino to 112 in Palm Springs. There is a cool down, like I said. I'll show you that in my 7-day forecast coming up just a bit. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. The pageant of the Masters returns for another summer run in Laguna Beach with the theme, the greatest of all time.
Coco McAvoy is there, and it looks to me like we might get to see a little behind the scenes here.
I love this. Let's see.
Hey there, Pageant of the Masters is back here in Laguna Beach. This is truly an iconic show. It turns masterpieces into living art. We wanted to show you a behind the scenes so you could really see how this all comes together. And for that, I am bringing in Brian. So this is a builder piece, so tell us about what that means.
So for this part of the show, we are actually building the painting in front of the audience. We're showing how everything comes together. The construction, the costumes, the makeup, the headpieces. Our volunteers stood in the right place, are all brought together with our specialized lighting technique to make everything look like the painting all over again. You ready?
I am ready.
You're all right. So we're going to get you right up here.
Okay.
Right into place.
I'm going to hook myself in as well. Let's see.
Nice.
Thank you, Brian. So you can kind of see how that all works. Everyone gets into place. You're standing, so that really gives you even more, just impressive for all the volunteers to be able to do this and stand in these positions. You can see she's hooked in as well. Everyone's ready. So Brian and CW are going to move us into place here in just a little bit as well. And what's so impressive is all of the work that goes into this. You can see us being pushed back into the painting now. And I want to bring in Diane. She is the director for the pageant, and tell us all about the theme this year and the piece that we're in.
Oh yes, the theme is greatest of all time. We're showcasing all kinds of the most famous artists and sculptors in the world, and Coco here is posing in a painting by the great Claude Monet. It's Déjeuner sous l'herbe, and she's in a picnic scene. The translation is a picnic in the woods.
I love that. And, this has been going since July 9th now. So talk about how the crowd has been reacting and what it's been like so far.
Oh, yes. We just opened last week, and the bowl is full of our fans, our audience members, people who've seen the show before, and newbies. And we have to explain what we do to the newbies because it's really unique in the world. Nobody else does a show like this. Living pictures.
Yeah, no one else does a show like this, and I think that's what hooks people in as soon as they become part of this. And for you, what do you love about being part of this every year?
Oh, I've been it for decades, and I just love the creativity, the creative process, putting together a program, doing lights. There's music involved that we compose specially for it, and there's storytelling as well. We write a full script, which is delivered by our wonderful narrator.
And this year you have something different with the live action portion.
Yes, we have some real actors portraying some of these great artists and sculptors.
It's incredible. Thank you so much, Diane, for talking to us. And shout out to all the volunteers who are part of this as well. More than 500 volunteers are part of this year's show, Greatest of All Time. And they're truly helping bring this all to life. And they do an amazing job every single night, which is why you've got to come and support this. It happens every single night, Monday through Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Doors open before that, which means that you can go to the Fine Art Show. It's called Festival of Arts Fine Art Show, with more than 120 artists that are just incredible and award-winning. So you can go there and then come here to Pageant of the Masters. I will send it back to you while we all get in character.
Oh, I love the close-up because you can really see how they put it together.
She can't talk.
She's in character.
And the behind the scenes too.
So I remember when I was there, I had to hold a teacup for my character.
Yes.
And I was so nervous that I was going to drop it because I thought it was a glass teacup, right?
Oh.
So I was like, I'm going to be shaking. How do I hold this still? But what they handed me was a cardboard, like flat surface teacup.
Coco wanted to talk to us,
It
but
was
no.
much easier to hold that, obviously, but you don't know from afar, like the details that go into play
That's
here.
why it's so cool looking at
She
it
is
up close.
very in character. Coco, blink twice if on Wednesdays we wear pink.
She's gonna.
I am wearing pink for you, girl. I'm representing you. Got the pink
Let
lipstick.
me tell you, 60 seconds, I think that's what it is, right, Coco? Is it 60 seconds? 60 seconds is a long time. I think that's what it was.
When you have standing?
No, to hold
Was it 60
still.
seconds? Is it 60 seconds
Or
that
is
you
it
have
90?
to stand still? Sometimes 90 seconds.
Yeah.
This is why they've never sent me.
Yeah.
You can't breathe, you can't blink.
I
you
remember
can't.
I just fixated on a corner and my eyes started watering.
Look at this.
I know. He is good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now it's all
I know, look
making
how good they
sense.
all are.
I know.
They are absolutely committed.
Amazing. Really
Great job.
incredible.
Yes.
Just
So-
the creativity and the volunteers, the staff, everyone there is just such a nice person.
I would really check that guy to make sure he is real.
He's real. He's
Okay.
real.
And the
Wow.
makeup is so intricate. I remember they painted me gold to be a statue
You've
when
done
I
it
did
too,
it.
in Aroxia?
And I was still a week later
Rubbing it off?
finding gold on my skin.
Where you were a week later?
Yeah.
It's like a spray tan.
Yeah.
So excuse me now if Tori's listening. I'm starting to take it a little personal. I am the only one on this desk that hasn't. Why are you afraid that I'll be like this?
Yes.
You're going to steal the show.
Look at
They're
me.
They're like, stay still. I'm like, okay. They're like, no, really, stay still.
You have to stay still.
And then I just go,
Right?
all right, we'll move on to this where I don't have to stay still. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamaba Resort and Casino. We are not hearing the end of this lawsuit when it comes to the merger between Paramount and Warner Brothers. Now the Writers Guild of America has filed a lawsuit of their own to block Paramount Skydance's merger with Warner Brothers Discovery. The lawsuit was filed yesterday and it seeks to stop this merger on the grounds that it violates federal antitrust law and would impact writers specifically, their livelihood, their everyday creative health, which we're going to get into in a little bit. The complaint lays out how the merger would slash writing jobs, as well as lead to lower pay and worse working conditions. A spokesperson for Paramount Skydance released a statement saying the opposite, saying in part that the merger would actually expand opportunities for writers, not shrink them, and that the deal would lead to more development slates, more series, and more film greenlights. But the writers have said in part in their own statement that this deal threatens the economic and creative health of the American entertainment industry. The merger would eliminate competition for buying film and television writing, resulting in suppressed compensation, worse deal terms, and reduced programming volume and diversity. The merger must be blocked according to the Writers Guild of America. Here's my question, and I'm asking this completely. I'm unsure if they're able to do this, but if we're going back and forth where the unions, the states, and some other people that have vested interests are worried about not having enough opportunities, why can't they put a clause in the contract that says there won't be layoffs for at least 2 years, there will be a 10% increase in green lighting so that it's on paper? If you're saying it, why can't you put it in writing?
You have to put it in writing, otherwise it doesn't count.
Otherwise it's he said, she said,
Right.
you know, or they said on both ends of it. So I'm wondering,
is that even a possibility? Wouldn't
That
you?
would make sense.
I mean, wouldn't you feel more comfortable if they said, no, not only do we tell you that that there's going to be more, we're going to put it in here that there's going to be 10% more projects.
Sure. Yes, unless it's in writing, it doesn't count. I don't care what you say.
We've learned that.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
In pretty much anything.
In anything,
Right. Exactly.
in anything and everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we call it a receipt. All right, well, if you've been patiently waiting and even maybe impatiently waiting for the sequel to The Batman, you're going to have to keep waiting a little longer.
We all have our scars, Bruce. You're still awake.
Are you under there? What are you hiding?
Ooh.
The Batman 2 has been delayed.
Oh.
Thank you.
For how long? Oh, 2028.
Well, until February 18th, 2028. Now, Roxia, the film was originally slated for October of this year.
Wow.
Then it was moved to October of next year. So we went from 2026 to 2027 and now early 2028. The reason? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
According to Variety, apparently more post-production time is needed. DC Studios co-chief James Gunn shared that long gaps between sequels are fairly common when it comes to big budget filmmaking. To which I love James Gunn. Every time I interview him, it's a pleasure. To which I then say, look what happened with Moana. You have big budget Moana that cost $250 million and didn't even clear $50 million at the domestic box office in its opening weekend. And you had the original come out in 2016.
Too much time.
And then a couple years ago, you had the sequel, which did well at the box office. But can you remember a song from the sequel?
No.
And then you had the original story come back for live action. So I'm just saying,
It's too much.
it might be common, but I don't know.
When you say post-production, is that just editing or other things as well?
Editing, effects,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Got it.
I like the style though. Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
was a little more grim. It was good.
We have to go.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We'll be right back.
Put it in writing.
Fox 11.
All right, last hour we asked you, what do you do to beat the heat? And here are the results. Most people, 66% of you say you chill at home.
Okay, that's
Must
nice.
be nice. Must be nice. Hopefully you have AC.
Nice.
Angelina in Huntington Beach says, hi everyone, we keep the fans running all day. We have ice cream, just keep it cool indoors than being in the heat. Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Like that.
Ooh, I like this one from Mo.
Go ahead.
Okay. Or hit the movies. Stay cool. Get that popcorn and hot dog. How about Toy Story 5? All right.
I
Toy
like
Story 5
it.
going strong.
All right, that's a movie date for me.
Mo and Stanton. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any Mo.
No Mo.
No Mo.
No
I
Mo.
was telling everybody to go to the library earlier
Or the
today.
mall.
The mall's good, actually.
that's a good one.
That's a good idea if you can find one. A lot of outdoor malls is what's out there, so you need to get in the store and all that good stuff. But I like the movie theater idea. You guys, take a look at this, a live look at LAX. You can see how we've got all clear skies, blue skies. That means that sun is just blazing down. It's hot. It feels hotter than what the thermometer is reading. And right now we're seeing that it feels like it's already in the low 90s in Woodland Hills, nearly 90 in downtown LA, 95 in San Bernardino. The reason why we've got the heat dangers out there and we've got the heat warnings because of the feels like temperature, meaning we're factoring in the humidity, and that heat index value is at midnight tonight still going to be feeling like 81 in Palmdale, upper 70s in San Bernardino, 71 in downtown LA, 72 in Burbank. So that's why we're not really recovering too much during the overnight hours. So our air conditioners are just going. So you want to stay cool, and you saw some of the ideas there about how to stay cool today. There are heat dangers out there. Know the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. If you yourself feel a little faint or dizzy, you've got excessive sweating, you've got a rapid weak pulse though, muscle cramps, you're probably suffering from exhaustion, heat exhaustion. So get indoors in some air conditioning and get some cold compresses on, drink some cold water. But if you see someone complaining of a throbbing headache, but they're not sweating despite the heat, you've got a rapid, strong pulse, red hot, dry skin, call 911. This is when your body really reaches that dangerous point. You want to get emergency help right away because heat stroke can be fatal. Okay, over the next several hours, you want to stay cool. You maybe want to go to the beach, but there's some hazards there with the stronger rip currents. Surf heights around 2 to 4 plus feet, but just always check in with a lifeguard, especially if you've got kids with you going to the coast. 96 for downtown LA today. We'll get down to the low 80s again by Friday into this weekend, close to average. So that'll be a little bit more comfortable. 110 in the valleys in the Inland Empire, down to 93 on Saturday. Still a tinge of humidity, so it'll still feel a little bit muggy, but not as bad as it will be today. 20% chance for some scattered showers up into the mountains. In fact, isolated thunderstorms possible as we get through the extended outlook. The high desert, 109 there to 95 on Saturday, and in the Coachella Valley, that chance for some thunderstorms, 112 degrees there later this afternoon. I'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Maria. Okay, this is exciting. Our next guest is 19 and has already performed over 300 shows at the Magic Castle in Hollywood and has been featured in the castle's Future Stars of Magic Week.
Ooh, okay. Aiden Corcoran is bringing his talents to the show Friday night at Brain Dead Studios, the Future of Magic, and he's here now. All right.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
We love magic around here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very good.
And we're excited that you're here. You're 19. When did you start? When did you discover this love of magic?
I started when I was 9, so I've been doing this for 10 years now.
Oh, wow. You're like a veteran.
I guess so.
And then how did it all start, though?
Literally just family friends showed me a card trick and I got hooked. Like I was going through some stuff at the time, and so this card trick just like got me through it, and I started learning these card tricks to show my parents every day.
Wow. So you self-taught?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I started learning on YouTube when I was 9, and then it progressed to like books that I would find and resources online. And then when I was 17, I joined the Magic Castle, and so I started making friends with other magicians, and we would all just like talk to each other about
But
stuff.
you can't just join the Magic Castle, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be good. And
Yes.
what, do you have to be
really
invited and all of that?
Yeah,
right?
it is an invite-only club. It's
Wow.
so fun. Definitely has just changed my life.
But how did it go from, this is just fun and it's a hobby to, is this going to be your career? Is this what you would like to do?
Yeah, this is full-time. Literally, I just dropped out of college to pursue this full-time. When I was 16, I quit my job as a busboy to go start doing shows at the Magic Castle.
Wow. Oh my, wait, you dropped out of college?
Yes.
How did your parents feel about that?
They're very supportive, very luckily.
Wow.
Yes, they've been very, very cool. They were actually the ones that came to me, sat me down one day for lunch, and they told me that I was able to drop out.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's really important to have supportive parents when you want to pursue something like that,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
for sure.
So what is your favorite type of trick to do, or what is that you're known for?
There's so much stuff. I think like the mind reading, mentalism side of things is really fun to me because it's more personal rather than just like finding your card. It's more so like guessing someone that you're thinking of or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's see what you got. Can
Yeah.
you read my mind?
Should we try?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. It was Roxy, yes?
Roxy, yes.
You have your phone contacts.
Yes, you said to open up my phone
Okay,
contacts.
phone contacts. You haven't done anything yet.
No,
We're just
not
keeping
yet.
this super fair here. Is it okay if I show? You guys can also see, I won't show the
Yeah.
camera, your contacts, but you can
Okay.
see all of your contacts are
Yeah.
different and it's on the list of people, right?
Right.
If you had to guess, how many contacts do you think
Oh
you
my
have on
God,
here?
I have no clue.
A guess.
I don't know, like 150?
Okay, that's
I have no idea.
Here, so you can see all of them are, wait, this is way more than 150.
Is
This
it?
is like
I don't know.
thousands right here.
Really?
But
Okay.
You don't think so?
I have no idea.
I was gonna say like maybe 450 for you.
Maybe. Okay, here, it's fine. Just take your pointer finger,
Do I need to
scroll
find
back
it?
and forth without even looking,
Okay.
and then randomly click on one. Anyone that you want.
Well, can I look or?
You won't even look.
Oh,
I know. You might be scared of who you're going to choose.
I am scared.
Okay, you'll
are
be
you
good.
calling
You
that
got it?
person?
We're not going to
I
call
have
them.
no idea.
Here, I'll lock it. So
This
I
is
don't
getting
even
good.
See. Is it locked?
Yes.
I
Okay,
can watch.
literally do not show this to anyone, Roxy. I'll turn around and then open it up and remember the name of the person. Don't show anyone.
I don't even know who
Don't
this
show
is. Okay.
Are we good?
Okay.
And then just lock your phone and put it away so I cannot see anything.
Okay.
Can I turn around?
Yeah.
Okay, and then here, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Roxy, are you able to just grab my arm? Like squeeze it as tight as you possibly can.
Yes.
And then while you're doing that, think of this person, okay? So just inside of your head,
I don't know who they are.
you don't know who they are.
Well, I mean, I saw who they are, but I don't even know who they are. But yes.
Okay, somebody that you don't know who they are in your phone, why would you save their contact?
I
You
have no idea. Great question.
Okay, squeeze my arm just a little bit harder and think of this person's name. You know what their name is?
I guess. Yeah.
You guess?
Well,
Okay.
yes,
Oh, okay,
based on
wait, so
that.
this is based on, because there's a specific relation that you would have to this person, yeah? Like it's not just like a family or a friend.
Definitely
This is-
not a family or friend.
This is older. This is like somebody you met a long time ago, maybe, but you don't know. Okay, can you think of,
This is so good.
is this a doctor?
I guess so, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
this is a doctor. Think of the doctor, like Dr. What, right? Dr.
Yeah,
What.
right.
Think of that. Think of like the first letter in that.
Okay.
You're doing that?
Uh-huh.
Squeeze my arm a little bit harder, and then let go. Here, wait, you left marks. This is like.
Oh my God, I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry.
you're good, you're good. Don't worry.
Oh my
Here, you can
gosh.
see this is like, you really did leave marks, but you can
Sorry.
see.
Wow.
Wait, do you see how these, like, it looks like, that kind of looks like, what is that, a B that you left?
Oh yeah.
Is B the first letter? Wait, don't show, don't
okay. Wait a
open. Just think of the
minute.
name inside of your head,
Okay.
Dr. What. And Roxy, can you close your eyes for just a second? I want to show them my guess. I don't want you to see it. Maybe like this, I think. Can you see that? Don't say it.
Oh my gosh.
Roxy,
Okay.
tell us all, what's the doctor's name?
Dr. Briggs?
What?
What the heck? Who is this person?
How did you do that?
God.
That is
Who
crazy.
is I don't even know who this is.
Call him.
Oh.
Call him. Yes. Who is Dr. Briggs?
Make an appointment.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
Wild. Okay. That's
is
wild.
insane. And then let me see your arm.
Yes, my arm.
It still has a B.
It still has a bit of a B.
I've got
All
quite
right,
the
we
grip.
have way more to do with you. We got to take a break, and thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
Your
Thank
show
you
coming
guys.
up Friday. So where can people find out? Real quick?
You can go to my Instagram, and
Okay.
tickets are in the bio.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm scared to call this person.
We're gonna find out who Dr. Briggs is.
Excuse me, Dr. Briggs.
Oh my gosh. Put it up. Yeah.
I've suffered from